Gears, he's basically asking for a welfare check. Are you there? Can you breathe? Gears, we need you back.
Foreign chick in a foreign two-seater. Black car, 50 cal, Desert Eagle. Car work, break bread with my people. Octane stay smoking on the reefer. Head to toe, stay fresher than a preacher. Too high, too throwed, I'm geeking. No smoke, no beef like vegans. Money long, I'm good, I'm eating. Foreign chick in a foreign two-seater. Black car, 50 cal, Desert Eagle. Car work, break bread with my people. Octane stay smoking on the reefer. Head to toe, stay fresher than a preacher. Too high, too throwed, I'm geeking. No smoke, no beef like vegans. Money long, I'm good, I'm eating.
Affiliated, raised with the killers. Way before Facebook and Twitter. Bad guy feel like the real. The land, the odds feel like the wizard. Met a chick, say her name Crystal. Booty big, soft as some tissue. Corporated, started from a dealer. Steel curtain just like the Steelers. I'm in traffic doing what I want. Promoters calling way from Arizona. Couple more come from Oklahoma. Pockets bigger, you can say they grown up. Own pistol, never need a loaner. Own clientele, I've been a corner. Willie Nelson, guess I've been a stoner. These rappers fake, Bart Simpson, Homer. Saddle up, but we ain't ride horses. Designer shoes, but still rockin' forces. In the trap, we never had choices. I'm paranoid, I think I'm hearing voices. Seeing what I say, I'm paying portraits. No matter what, you never can afford it. I'm the shit, I think I need a toilet. Out of sandwich bags, I guess I gotta foil it.
Foreign chick in a foreign two-seater. Black car, 50 cal, Desert Eagle. Car work, break bread with my people. Octane stay smoking on the reefer. Head to toe, stay fresher than a preacher. Too high, too throwed, I'm geeking. No smoke, no beef like vegans. Money long, I'm good, I'm eating. Foreign chick in a foreign two-seater. Black car, 50 cal, Desert Eagle. Car work, break bread with my people. Octane stay smoking on the reefer. Head to toe, stay fresher than a preacher. Too high, too throwed, I'm geeking. No smoke, no beef like vegans. Money long, I'm good, I'm eating. Hotline, my phone stay ringing. 4 grand iced out my pink. Too loud, smoking gas, no secret. I fought a loop, late night creeping. Too high, too throwed, I'm geeking. Party all night, ain't no sleep. Money up, I'm good, I'm eating. Red bone from the back, I'm beating. She calling out my name like the weekend. Dripping sauce, steady nutrients. Hopping out, feeling coopage. Drop the top, I don't know where the roof is. I stay in exclusive, Punta Cana resort all inclusive. I don't want that little bitch, she a nuisance. Burn her brain, drop her off, throw them deuces. Golden State, all my niggas some shooters. 50 cat F&M and them Rugers. Told her package, I'm flexing Lex Luger. On the prowl for some milk for some cougars. 12 inches, they calling me ruler. Dick them down when I'm done, call her Uber. Dick them down when I'm done, call her Uber. Dick her down when I'm done, call her Uber.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Toxic Masculinity Show. I'm tired as fuck, but we are here tonight anyway to talk about, well, Urban is going to talk about how manipulative women are. I totally disagree with this man. I think he's misogynistic as fuck. He comes off borderline toxic, and I just want to give this man a chance to speak his speech.
I think that trip got you on delusional. That's what it is. But that's okay. I could take over the show for you while you're tired. I could take over for you. Ain't no problem. Everybody, welcome to the Toxic Masculinity Show. I am the co-host, the official Urban Therapist. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And yes, Urban did say that women are master manipulators, point blank. I'd like to welcome everyone on the panel as well. We got Miss Jackson here. We got PMP as well. So let's get this conversation on the way.
Go ahead.
Let's go.
Why are they master manipulators, sir?
Well, the show that I did earlier today, I was explaining the reason why women are master manipulators. First of all, when I use the term master manipulators, it is not something that is negative, but however, it is something that every woman is born into. And one of the examples that I used a biblical example, and I used the example of Adam and Eve, and I was giving an example that even though Eve understood the instructions for Adam, at the end of the day, she ended up manipulating Adam into biting the fruit. So that was one of the first biblical accounts of the woman being a master manipulator. Then if you want to fast forward right now into the modern day culture right now, women are master manipulators for different reasons. They're born into it. Like say for example, I have daughters right now. Ever since at childbirth, they know how to manipulate to get things that they want. They know how to, as you say, use their charm to get things that they want, and that's what they do because they born into it. It's part of their DNA to be master manipulators. This is the reason why you hear that old saying that your daughter's got you wrapped around your finger. That's where it comes from because they're manipulators, and when they become women, they become master manipulators. So that's where we're at right now.
Who hurt you, sir?
The world.
You hate
I'm
black
mad at
women.
the whole entire
You're a
world
self-hater, sir.
I'm mad. I'm mad at the whole entire world and God for making women to be master manipulators.
That's not funny. I was about to ask, like, who hurt you? What woman hurt you?
I knew it was coming. It was gonna be a woman to ask that question, so I just went on and it don't sound as bad when a man said because we already know we joking, but it was a woman gonna ask that and be serious as hell. Well, I just started naming all the women like DMX and say life too.
Yeah, it was
But
Cindy Felicia.
How do we avoid it though? I mean, I think it's unavoidable.
Yeah, it is. It's something that's unavoidable. It's inevitable because, just like I say, this is part of the woman's DNA to be master manipulators. Now, once again, this ain't nothing negative unless a woman weaponize it to be something negative. You know, like try to do things to try to manipulate bad things to happen. Like, say for example, a woman will try to manipulate a man to fight another man. You know, in that sense, to do something that corrects harm.
Oh yeah.
But long as they're doing positive things with their manipulation, that's part of their DNA. It's how they are. Period.
PMP, you want to add to that?
I agree. Just by the nature of women, they're not able to be direct. They don't have the strength like men do. So they have to find other ways to get their job done for themselves. So that's how they use their tongue to manipulate, to inspire, to deceive, to do all types of different things outside of force, physical force, to get their way.
PMP, would good head and them using their tongue be considered manipulation?
Yes.
That's part. If it comes with, do you have that rent money afterwards? Yeah, I would say it's manipulation.
That's what old girl did on what's that movie? Set It Off.
Oh yeah.
Said damn near every move is like that. It's real
But
life.
I'm very, very, very curious to hear what the women have to say on the panel about this.
Manipulator Joy, what say you?
Manipulator 1, manipulator 2.
I don't refer to myself as that name. Thank you. He's a hater.
So you've never manipulated me, Joy Chit?
If I have, let the audience know what I did to manipulate you.
I could let them know straight up by having my boy becoming a simp.
Yes, I told her tonight. I said my guys said I done did too much women shit. They want to owe me back. They was like, "Where you done went soft on us." So yeah, I think you have changed me, Joy. That's a form of manipulation.
No, okay. Where's your Google? Please look that up. How's that a form of manipulation if you change for yourself?
Oh God, you like to use words. Hold on.
Sure.
I'll just show
So
it.
you try to use words.
Ma'am, the proof is here. I was a cussing motherfucker, and now I'm just all soft. I'd never had a women's empowerment show before you.
Lachey, now let me ask Lachey, how does that reflect back on a woman if the man changed?
Well, I'm sitting there listening, tripping off all this. First of all, let me just go and get my laugh out. But it's a lot I have to say. I just want to make sure I'm saying it the appropriate way, I guess. But I think that as a woman, we are the ones that to motivate a man to be better. So that's not a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. We are operating in our right. But I think you have to differentiate between a 3D woman and a 5D woman. A woman who is just a woman that is just about herself, that's selfish, that is just trying to use a man, versus a woman that is elevating the king of him. That's a completely different woman that you're speaking on. And it's a different terminology other than manipulate, because women, we are here to motivate the king out of a man. Even if you look at how boys are raised and girls are raised, girls are naturally more mature than men.
That's bullshit.
Emotionally, we are. We
That's
actually,
bullshit.
we actually able to
Oh, I feel
process
the old
things
me
I don't
coming.
think so.
more than things, and even looking at the school
Let me,
system.
let me put this cap in the chat real
Yeah,
quick.
I'm
Throw it up
saying,
there.
we
y'all, even
call
just
bullshit, ma'am.
well, it's okay. Just look at the school system, and like boys and girls, they operate on different polar. It's like different polar opposites, kind of. Boys, they may be good in one area, far as I'm trying to see how to say it. Boys are good at
Everything.
no. Boys are good at being able to.
Wait,
Rebel
Shay.
and pave their own way.
Somebody in the chat told me to do it. Hold on, Shay.
Just show it.
I'll just show
So
it.
you try to use words.
That they said you trying to use words, ma'am.
I'm not trying to use words. Honestly, it's just from statistics. Like girls, we're really good at
Fall
being
in
more
line.
assertive in certain areas that some guys are not naturally. That's a natural thing, just like urban therapists were speaking on. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. Boys, they are really good at hunting. They're good at getting certain things together because that's in their DNA to do things. As women, we would gather it and make something of it. We are the ones to bring the vision forward, and that shows in psychology of boys and girls, and especially us being adults now. I'm not saying like on a certain level we have to acknowledge that. If we don't acknowledge that, we just be
So,
having
so,
stupid
let,
conversation.
so
Get
Lachey,
a urban.
do you believe that you're a master manipulator? Do you believe that?
I believe everyone could be a master manipulator.
No, I say a woman, not
And he asked
don't try to
Deflection.
specifically
deflect
you.
Exactly.
you.
Deflection.
No, that's not deflection. It's just what it is. Everybody have the opportunity,
So
and we can be we all of us can manipulate. And actually, could somebody please define what manipulation means? Because I actually looked at the definition, but maybe MoneyBoy, since he's the
are
word
you
master.
you still haven't answered the question, ma'am. Are you including yourself in everyone? 'Cause I think he just wanted a
Yeah,
yes or
yes, I'm
no.
putting myself in everyone. We all have the ability to manipulate in some way, form, shape, form, or fashion. Like I mentioned, I personally, I'm not the type of woman take take something or to take some type of knowledge I know about a man and use it against him. Now, when I was
I
toxic,
I call cap. I call cap.
no, I didn't finish what I was saying. When I
Well,
was
go ahead.
toxic, I realized that I didn't realize then, but once I began to heal myself and go through a awakening in my spiritual journey, I realized something. I realized that in some of my relationships in the past, I did display some very big and some very obvious toxic traits, such as beating a man down. Now,
You're still toxic, ma'am.
one thing I have a big mouth, literally, physically, my I
And
have
a big ass.
no, y'all. You know what, y'all wrong for that. But what I'm just saying, I actually, literally, the way I speak is always big, and it always has been. And I didn't realize what that did for the men in my life until I was in this space. And the only reason why I'm trying to see if I can turn my camera on because my lights are green. If you can see me, there you go. But the only reason
she
why
had to cam up for this.
yeah, but see,
That's
the
the
reason
Incredible Hulk. She about to go the fuck off.
now it's just it's for my daughter's party. It's like a green light in here, so the lighting may not be the best. But I'm saying that in my past, I have had toxic characteristics where I would use my feminine wiles to get what I want from a man. But
You
when
still
it can,
do it now, ma'am.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Exhibit A, Huggy.
y'all, why y'all so wrong? Stop. No, look.
So
Really?
so you're not gonna admit that you was kind of manipulating him a little bit
No.
with the flirtatious gestures and stuff.
I mean, it depends on what people call flirting because some people would say I'm naturally flirty and I'm not. I'm just a friendly person. That's a difference. I smile naturally. And when you're in Memphis, Tennessee, literally, I have to go through this with my neighbors. My neighbors' girlfriends do not like me because I say hello and smile all the time. They think I'm flirting with their man. I'm like, no, this is who I really am. I smile at people and say hello. So, but my thing is, I really want to still address the fact of women being master manipulators. We are here to actually see the king in a man. Now, if that is manipulation, well, that's one hell of a word.
Let me ask you this question. Well, I'm actually rebut what you said. If that be the case, that a woman is here to see the king in a man, what happened if the man already know that he is a king? He's already sitting in his rightful divine place there.
Well, she is simply a reflection of that because she's in her queendom. And like I said, you're actually speaking on two different types of women. It's 3D women, and this women is women on this realm, and it's women that actually are more in tune with themselves and are healed. If you actually watch the Women Empowering Women panel, we were speaking on healing and actually that we can be toxic. Everybody can be toxic.
You're still
do you
toxic,
think
ma'am.
being a master manipulation is toxic?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how you're seeing it, or like how you are, like how whatever your perspective is on what that is. So, would you please break down what manipulation is?
Y'all be using men, ma'am. Y'all don't like
I don't use men.
Y'all use them.
I don't use men.
You may say you don't now, but you do. And when you get a nigga, you will use him. You might not be doing it for evil,
Explain.
but for instance, you will never have to change a motherfucking tire because you know that nigga gonna come do it if you cry and say you have a flat tire on the side of the road.
But
That's manipulation.
Isn't it like in a man's DNA to want to be that?
That's manipulation.
That's not manipulation. That's the man just being who he is. Now, some men I can
want women to come change my tire.
I can tell you from experience.
Can I call you when I'm on the side of the road to get my tire changed?
If you want to, hell.
But would you come do it for your king though, ma'am?
I have done it if I need to.
You ain't never changed no damn tires. I'm saying
on a real deal, if you're my dude and you out, and I would actually come and help you change the tire. I've helped someone change the tire before.
But where's my cap at again?
When you say you help, what did you actually do? Did you take some lugs off? Did you pick the tire?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Did you jack the car? What did you do?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Were you just there talking?
No, I've actually helped. Lugs and everything, because the guy didn't know how to change the tire.
I call cap again.
No, well, whatever you want to do is the truth. So every guy don't know how to do that, but you're going into the different type of woman that a woman is. I'm the type of woman that I actually had no lie, and I'm not ashamed to say this. I think it's a guy I was talking to, and he actually was going through some hard times. I actually agreed to help him on his light bill if he needed some help.
Well, hit my cash out.
You're so silly. But I actually believe that it's points of time that a man will be down, and I'm down like that. I'm like, look, if I have this, you ain't got to give it back. We cool. Because my thing is, I think it's a balance thing, and you're dealing with women that's in tune with who they are versus women who's not.
Yeah, but a lot of times women they friend zone a lot of dudes and use them for their own betting.
I
Like,
don't do
say
that.
for instance, you will put a
Man,
dude
why do you
on
keep
the
telling
friend
us what the
zone,
fuck you
right?
don't do? We talking
And
about
you will
women.
call them out. You will call them out to come out to change the tire, knowing that he ain't never gonna get that kitty cat. A lot of females they do that all the time. You know what I mean?
That's what I just
That's
said
what they
before you
talking
started
about.
talking.
Yep.
You said, hold on, what you about repeating that? You said he's not gonna do what?
He ain't gonna fuck. Y'all be using men to do shit for y'all, knowing goddamn well y'all don't like this nigga. Y'all ain't giving him no ass. That's what we mean by
No, I don't
manipulation.
do that. And I
Again,
honestly,
Shay, stop telling us what you don't do. We talking
I
about
got you.
women.
Okay.
Cause you ain't no
Yeah, that's
damn
what
unicorn. You
women
can tell us
do.
all day what you don't do,
You know
but
what I mean?
you've done
They
it
they
before.
they
I
friend
got you.
zone niggas. They friend zone niggas. They have them take them out to eat, wanting them, dining them. You know what I mean? Doing all kinds of shit. Just using them. I mean, just using them for validations and other things for their own betting. You know what I mean? A lot of women they do this.
I'm not aware of that because I have male friends that don't do any of that. So we talk, we motivate one another, but I don't want a male friend taking me out to dinner like that.
A man cannot be a female's friend, man. It's not possible. That nigga want to smash. It's just that you friend zoned the nigga.
Yup.
I got you. But my thing is, if the whole point of you doing all that to smash, what's the point of you even doing it in the first place?
So
Because
what's
he's
the
smash.
proper?
desperate. He a
What?
sucker. He a simp. This is what we call simp ass niggas. They do anything for the mediocre pussy. You know what I mean?
I got you, but it's like I'm saying, if a guy is doing all that for, I have to censor myself. My children are sleeping, but still I have to censor myself.
Just say
They
for
can't hear
women.
me. They
Just
can't
say
hear
for
you
women.
because I have this on. But the thing is, if they're doing it for that, then I don't need you on my space. I
They're
can
not gonna,
honestly tell.
ma'am,
They ain't got nothing to
they're
do with
not gonna,
women
they're not gonna
manipulating.
openly say that to you because they know if they keep it a buck with you, they'll never smash. So they got a
Well,
front.
I can honestly say I have very few male friends, very few,
You said
and
you
it's
have
for that
very. You
reason.
said female friends or male friends.
Very few male friends, simply because it's always been a case.
But
I have more female friends than male friends.
interesting. But it's typically supposed to
Those
be like that,
those
though.
males are not your friends. They on standby.
That's what I'm saying. I have like I can count 5 male friends that I've had since high school.
Yeah, they're on standby, ma'am. Ma'am, they're on standby.
I got you. And if they are on standby, that's on them. That's on
But
them.
what are you doing to keep them on standby? You're telling them something. You're
No,
manipulating them.
no. Like I told y'all in all these in other panels, the guys that I'm friends with, like if they have, like I said, I do have guys that are on that level of stuff, but I already let them know from the get go.
What you
Ain't
tell
nothing
them?
going on. And I've
And what?
shown them that. Literally, I've had like no lie. I've had one, excuse me, I've had one of my closest male friends. This guy have slept over multiple times. We've watched movies all night and talked.
That
And he
nigga
went home
gay.
the next
What
day.
are you doing to these men, ma'am?
That nigga gay.
No.
He slept over your house and didn't smash? Oh, hell
Right.
no.
There's not a bitch alive that
The
says she
nigga
spent
didn't
the night
seal
with
the
me and I
deal?
didn't try to
Oh,
hit.
hell nah.
I
Oh,
mean,
And
it's
if I
just
try to hit and she say no, bitch, you gotta go home.
I guess I let him know ahead of time. Like I've let him know all these many years. It ain't finna happen.
I will put her out of her house. You got the roll,
So
shouted.
he should.
All right.
I mean,
So check
everybody
this
may
out.
believe what they want to believe.
Check this out. This is the reason why that scenario happened. The reason why that scenario happened because she manipulated him and gave him a
False hope.
contract, telling him that, hey, The only thing I want you to do is come spend quality time.
No,
with me.
no, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't even like that.
You won't be able to
Honestly,
smash. You
he
won't be able to
wanted
do
to
these
talk.
different things. But I want you to spend quality time with because I need a comfort.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, it
of a
wasn't even
man
like that.
into
He,
my
he
household.
wanted to talk to
Period.
me about something
Play the
personal.
boyfriend without the benefits.
No,
Exactly.
no, it's not that. He honestly just wanted to talk, and that's what we did. He wanted to talk about something. I
No,
listened.
man, you want to talk, man. He
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to talk.
we're really not interested in what y'all have to say. We just try. We're there just to get to the end of the conversation.
Well, I'm telling
Hopefully
you,
sex
he
is
called
involved.
me because he needed some advice, and I
No,
listened.
no. He called you
We've
because he
already
wasn't
established
wrong.
this nigga gay.
He's not gay. I'm telling you, he's not gay.
No, I wouldn't put a reach that he's gay. I've not put the reach that he's a beta male, even though we don't like these titles.
Hold on, though. What was the advice that he was asking for?
It was relationship advice, and we were up talking about relationships.
And what advice did you give this man?
What guy's gonna call up a girl and ask her something?
Well, I mean, you got to understand, this guy has been my best friend.
Y'all have to let her finish talking before
Look, you have to understand, this guy has been my friend since high school. He's seen me through a lot of relationships. He's been there to defend me from ex-boyfriends, and he's been there as an emotional support. And so I've been there for him in that same way.
That's like the blind leading the blind. Both of y'all fucked up and have seen each other through some fucked up ass relationships.
I mean,
y'all can't help each other. All y'all can do is
perfect
possibly
match.
fuck. All y'all can, I was about to say, that's all y'all could possibly do is fuck each other and see if y'all are better with each other than the people that y'all
I mean, it's
have
not all
helped
about
each other
sex, though,
through.
y'all. Y'all make it so physical.
Yo,
Look,
Trey,
a man and
So you
woman can
just
be
ignored
platonic
the rest
like
of
that.
you ignored the rest of the relationship part though. Because again, if y'all have helped each other through fucked up relationships,
Right.
y'all should know what each other want, but y'all won't even try to talk to each other.
He's not the guy I'll ever just settle down for. That's all.
Why? And why is that? Because the nigga. Why? Tell me why. Why won't you settle for him? But you can coach him through all these relationships.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep him in the friend zone.
No, it's not like
and
that.
manipulating on top of that.
Yep, and that goes back to my question that I asked. Why is it that women never choose the friends that they get along with?
I think like it went back to like you. I think you asked this in the other panel too, right?
Yeah, and you guys didn't answer the question.
Cause them niggas ain't.
I did answer the question. It's not how you want me to answer, but I did answer the question.
They like thugs, PMP.
No, it's just like some people may not connect on that level. Like I'm saying, it's just that the stuff he told me, I don't want to deal with the same stuff he put the other women through. I'm just being honest with him. Like, nah, I'm good.
So how do you know he would put you through that though, ma'am?
I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that means every man that encounters you should automatically feel like I ain't finna go through what she.
No. It's not just. I'm saying if someone tell you their deepest, darkest things, and you like, that's not something I will go through. You can make that decision. So it's just sometimes you don't have that connection.
He put somebody else through it, not you though.
I mean, I've been through enough. I'm like, okay. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, you want honesty, right? If a dude is telling you, if I'm telling you all this stuff about me, you can decide whether or not, hey, this is something. But my thing is, I don't think people just put people in a friend zone. I think the friend zone just happens over time. I mean, it's one of those things like I'm cool with him. How
did you meet him?
I met him in high school.
But under what context though?
He was a friend. I met him through a friend.
He was trying to fuck.
Exactly.
No, I was dating someone that he knew that was a friend to him. So that's how I met him.
He still was trying to fuck.
He tried to do the robbery.
So I mean,
come through the back door.
Yep.
Yeah, so it didn't work out, of course, but I'm not saying with the other guy, but it's just like I just have this rule. I don't date friends and cousins and brothers and stuff. No, I don't do that. I did it once and it felt horribly, and it happened like a decade later outside their relationship.
Well, I know Miss I don't do that didn't do that one time.
I did, and it just failed horribly. I'm like, I'm never doing it again.
You only felt horrible because everybody knew about it. But if nobody knew about it, you'd be good right now.
No, it's just that I just did that one time. I just like I thought the guy was cool and he wasn't. I'm like, okay. And I moved on.
But that is that one experience though. You can't judge.
I got
that
this.
one
I'm saying, look, I got that. But I'm
experience.
telling
Think that
you,
it's gonna be like the
no.
norm,
It's
period.
not. It's not necessary. I think it's like that every time.
Who
It's
hurt
just
you, ma'am? Ma'am, this is my
no,
turn to answer. Who hurt you? You seem
nobody.
you seem to be scared of
No, it's
moving
not.
on.
No.
Yeah, she's been
No,
hurting.
I'm
She's
good
been
with
hurting.
moving on. I'm telling you, I just don't date brothers and cousins and best friends and stuff. I don't do that.
Hey, I'm talking about. I went past it. I'm just saying,
Okay,
even with brothers and cousins and
I'm
all
good.
that, every time we bring up a man that's in your realm, it's like, he a friend. I don't like him like that.
I just
I don't
don't.
like.
It is what it
So
is.
who hurt you, ma'am? So you're not through healing. You're scared to take a chance again.
No, I'm not gonna take a chance with. Like I said, this is somebody that's gonna do. Some people just don't do certain things. I just don't do that.
She's afraid to take a chance because she haven't even accepted the reality that she's a master manipulator.
Hmm. Where's the
Nobody.
question? Don't you want your boyfriend to be your friend first?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you
That don't
want
make
to be
no sense to
friends.
them,
Exactly.
PMP.
Doesn't make no sense.
That's what I'm saying. That's a difference between someone you've been knowing and then like you have to decide to be with somebody. That's a different thing. That's what I'm telling y'all. And then the type of women y'all talking about is not women that's really in tune with themselves. Y'all talking about low on the
That
ground
is
type of women.
that in tune shit
Man,
means nothing to me, man.
man,
Like all these
wrong with
But
it.
all
that's
the
on you.
in my personal experience, the women that claim they in tune and spirituality, them the biggest hoes ever. They
But
been
those women
hurt.
you
They
dealt
been
with.
hurt. I didn't even say I didn't even say I dealt with them. I said all of the ones that I see and run across, and I run away from them crazy
Well,
bitches. But
I'm
I'm
way
like,
different
y'all
than
Yeah,
that.
still hurt. That's
they
what
have
they
Look,
some
all say
internal
though.
conflict.
I'm
That's
way
what they
different than that
all
because I'm
say.
definitely that. I'm just
I can
be
go
honest
up
with
and
you.
down my Facebook page with all these women that's supposed to be spiritual and yada yada yada, and the king and all that. These
Yup,
freaky hoes will
yup.
go
But the
at the
goddess
drop
sit on
of a
this
dime.
planet. Blah blah
They
blah blah
just
blah
still
blah.
getting over their last nigga.
Well, I mean,
Yup.
that's what I'm saying. That's a human thing. Everybody's going through their journey though, but it's just like if you already have a belief system like this is not something I'm not going to do, then that's what it is. It's okay for that. It's okay to have that system. I broke the system once. I'm like, even if it had worked out, it's just not something that I do. To me, that's just like no, I don't do that. That's
So here's
someone
the
you care
thing:
Money
about.
boy
if
Trey,
you want
money
your
boy Trey, money boy Trey. I need a shirt, man. That shirt is hot. I need one.
I'll
Right.
send you her link in the. I'm finna inbox you her link. I think like 3 or 4 people have ordered one already.
But yeah, so what does it I actually wrote down what does it mean to manipulate. It means to plan, scheme, devise, have tactic, rules, and dodge.
Uh,
Everybody plan, so everybody can be master manipulators. But
Not
I
like
believe,
women though.
yeah,
Because
I
again,
agree. I
I've never
disagree.
gotten a woman to come cut my grass. I've never gotten a woman to take my trash out. I've never gotten a woman to come change my damn tire. That's something we can't manipulate women into doing unless we a
I
pimp.
mean, that's just something
Or
guys just
or
naturally
come
do.
or get a woman to open up a door for you.
But that's what something guys do though. If that's something they've
And
been
women
doing, so
manipulate, ma'am.
no, I'm just saying if that's some guy's been doing for this long, you can't expect a woman to come in and do that if y'all been
We
doing it.
do it because y'all manipulated us into it. We
Nobody ain't
think that
manipulating nobody. A
What he's
woman,
trying to say, what Money Boy is saying is that women are a lot more socially calibrated, and they have the ability to convince guys to do certain things that they really don't want to do
like
because
listen to y'all
you,
talk
you
for
use the peace.
hours at a time when they say we just want to talk.
You
Like
you
what?
guys use the peace leave for leverage. You know.
Yep,
Yes.
what do you say?
the
Y'all
possibility.
use y'all's vagina for leverage.
Who use their vagina for leverage? Women,
Women.
okay, women. Okay, gotcha.
At one point, you did as well, man. That's how the fuck you got married. That's
We
how you got in relationships. You don't have to,
no,
whether directly or
What
indirectly, you
you
used
been
your
married,
pussy
man?
as leverage.
I was a virgin
You've
when I
been
got
married
married.
before?
Thank you. So
And you
You've been married before?
okay, and you don't think that
I
nigga
did not
eyes
accuse
lit
Yo,
up.
she
that.
keep
We
wiggling,
were
man.
friends.
You don't think that nigga
Yeah, she keep
eyes lit
moving the
up
She
when he
keep
found out
wiggling
he
goalposts.
all
had a
over the
virgin?
place. She's like a
Listen,
worm fighting away from the hook.
look, I'm just saying, look, it's not men versus women or women versus men.
But
Everyone can be
but
manipulators.
but it is though. But listen, you've been married before?
Yes, I was married for 8 years.
8 years? And how old are you?
I'm 32. I got married when I was 19. Well, you might as well say
So
20
what was the problem, man? Well, why'd you guys get a divorce?
because he cheated and I didn't want to deal with it.
So wait a minute, all your niggas cheat on you.
Well, what you say?
I said, so all your niggas cheat on you. You can't say it seems like that's a common theme of all your relationships ended. It be
Yeah.
cheating. I find it hard to believe every nigga you've
Well,
picked has
let me
cheated.
ask you another question, ma'am, if you don't mind.
Okay, I
Um,
guess I'm in the green seat because you can't see the green light, but go ahead.
okay, okay, so was he providing you provision and safety?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the problem?
That is one of the dumbest questions I've ever heard somebody say. I mean, I don't mean any harm. That's
No,
like saying, "Oh,
we're
well, as
not
long as
offended.
you have a house to stay in, well, it doesn't matter if someone come rob every now and then." I mean, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard somebody ask
Well,
me.
I asked you if he provided you provision and safety. You said yes.
Yes, he did.
So therefore, it's within his birthright to sleep with other women.
What the hell? What
You
crackers
go
we
to
been
church,
smoking?
ma'am, you go to church and you know that several kings have
Look,
multiple
no,
wives. So
no, look.
no.
That's
So
the
what he
craziest
said,
thing
but
you just
you
said.
can't dismiss
I'm
what
not
he said
dismissing. I'm just saying
historically.
that's crazy. Okay,
Historically, the
explain.
Bible allowed it though.
Look, if someone agrees to be in a monogamous relationship, don't agree to be in something that you don't want to be in. That's all I'm
Men
saying.
don't agree. Men don't agree to it. Women just
Look,
assume that comes
But
with
hold on.
love.
look,
Let me
I'm
say
not into
this.
generalizations, but look,
Wait a minute. See, this the thing I don't understand with these women, right? You guys want somebody to, be tall and attractive and pay your bills and give you shelter, right?
I can
And
pay my own bills. I don't need nobody to pay my
Yes, we are,
bills.
Miss Vicky.
well,
Yes, we are.
ma'am, you said he gave you provision and safety. Okay, I'm going by what you told us earlier.
Okay,
Okay,
8 years. This is
well,
well, you have to consider
let
this
me get
is
to let me get to
approximately
the
12
point.
years ago that you're
Let me get to
talking
the
about
point.
this. Okay,
Let me
you're
get to the
putting that
point.
in
See,
time, 12
a
years
lot
ago.
of women like you guys want the top 5%ers, right? And expect him to be in a monogamous relationship. You could have chosen a dude that's a cornball that doesn't deal with a lot of women, but you dealing with a guy that has a catalog of women. Why do you choose that type of guy?
Well, who says a woman want to be monogamous? What if she
You
don't
just
want a monogamous relationship? Every woman don't want a monogamous relationship. I'm just saying we have options here. I mean, that's
Yes,
like
because y'all are master manipulators. Y'all do
no,
have
no,
options.
no, no, no. Everybody have a
see, this is
choice.
why they say
You're talking about 12
you're a
years ago
manipulator
of
because
relationship 12 years ago, sir.
you don't move the
So
goalpost like 1,000 times off one paragraph.
mm,
You keep moving the goalpost.
look, I'm saying 8 years. You have to consider the 8 years, then 2 years separated, and in December technically it'll be 2 years divorce. So it's going on 12 years if we would have stayed together. I'm just being real.
Y'all go ahead. I'm just promoting the shirts.
And I got you. So I got what you were saying, but I'm just saying every female is not a woman, and every woman, like a real woman, would not try to do certain things to get certain things. Now I
Well,
will
wouldn't that
admit this.
contradict you
I
saying
will
that girls mature faster?
look. I will admit this though. I will get back to what you were saying. I will get to this though. I will say women do have an advantage in certain circumstances on how they look. Because if a woman is attractive, she can get anything done. I haven't had an
That's part of
issue.
the
That's
manipulation,
manipulation.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She don't even
that's
have
what
to
I'm
be
saying. That's not
attractive.
her
She just gotta
fault
have a
though.
fat
That's not
ass.
her fault though. That's not her fault. That
But
like
that's
that
still part
depends
of
on the person
manipulation.
because I like literally I have been in many places and I can have a conversation with a man. Just a conversation, just listening to what he has to say. And because he likes me and how I look, it's my fault that he wants to be there for me and do for me. Now I can choose to decline that service or whatever he's offering, and I have. I decline guys all the time because they like what I look. They like what my body looks like. And I can see that. I'm like, look, I'm not about that life, and I think it surprises a lot of guys because of that. Now I will say this and be honest because this is a very honest moment. Uh, and this is a very very honest moment. It was a situation recently where I had to sell my vehicle. Now I'm in the process of getting a new vehicle. Okay, I sold the car, been looking for a car, etc., etc. And yes, no, no, yes, yes. But anyways, so my neighbor, I thought he was another neighbor. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And so turns out he was a whole nother neighbor from the other side. Now I had never seen this guy's car. I didn't ask him by his income. Literally, him and I just end up just talking. Hey, how you doing? He's like, "Hey, you're a beautiful lady." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And I just, kept it moving. But dude was like, "Hey, can I give you my number?" I'm like, "What for?" You know what I mean? He's like, "I just want to talk to him." Like, "Look, I'm good." Mm. And anyways, he ended up seeing me again. We ended up interacting, but
How you?
I was in another headspace. I'm like, you know what? Our conversation was different. We were actually talking about, he was telling me that he was married, well, he was separated. I'm like, okay, I can see myself talking to this guy, and I'm in the line of talking to people about relationships. I end up getting the guy's number. Okay, y'all make this fast. I am getting the guy's number, and long story short, I had to go to court for something. Now, get this, due to the fact that I had to get a babysitter, everything, the date, like a couple days ahead, no one responded. This guy, who we've been talking about relationships, he agreed
Here
to,
it comes.
like, look,
Yep.
y'all just so judgmental. He agreed. That's what I'm saying. This was not
Yeah, we didn't agree. He agreed.
okay. So, anyways,
I mean,
due
you
to the
agreed. He
fact,
didn't agree.
look, due to the fact that how he feels about me, dude, dude is a truck driver. Apparently, I did not know, but I just knew that when he drove around, dude had a Lexus. I
Wait a
did not
minute. So,
care.
so all these conversations y'all had, you never asked the man what he did for a living.
No, I did not because it was just about his his separation. That's what I do. I talk to people about relationships. In ways, by him being a neighbor, he came around and he was going to his car, and I was like, "Oh, okay, nice car." And it was like no, like it was like it was just nothing. I just knew he had a Lexus. I didn't care what kind of car he had. I'm not materialistic like that. Anyways, it came to a place where I was like, "You have a nice car. Like, what do you do for a living? Because nobody in the neighborhood has a Lexus." He's like, "Hey, I'm a truck driver." And I think
Oh,
that
so when you saw him stunting, you decided to ask what he did for a living.
yeah, because see, I live in Castalia. Nobody has a Lexus over here, so I'm like, you got to be doing something more than just these regular jobs. I'm thinking, dude, is an
She's
entrepreneur or
choosing.
something. No, I'm thinking, dude is an entrepreneur, but dude was a truck driver, which is kind of Formula One, but it's still a job. Anyways, long story short, like I said, I had court. And so we were talking on the phone. I did not say this to be any way or trying to get information from him. I said, he was like, "Hey, I will help you. You can drive my vehicle." I'm like, "No, I'm good. I just take an Uber." But dude persisted. I'm like, "No, dude, I'm good." And the third
So how
time,
long did it take for you to get in the car?
it took him to be persistent 3 times. Like, 'cause I did not want him to think that I like him.
So why did you
took
end
his
up
number.
getting in the car? I thought
You took his number. You said
stuck
you
to
said
your
that
guns.
you said that you think that you could see yourself talking to him.
Y'all, I'm not done. So anyways,
We got a lot of questions. We saw.
I know y'all have a lot of questions. So anyways, he allowed he drove the vehicle but we rode together and he drove the vehicle to the trucking area, and I kept this car for 2 days. Now the thing was, I stayed in contact with them. I didn't have anybody in the vehicle. I literally went to the store, and I literally went to court and back home. I didn't go nowhere to stun on the car, nothing, nada. I didn't care about the car like that.
You know he did that because he thought he was gonna have a chance of fucking you, right?
I know. And so what ended up happening in the process was, once he came back and whatnot, I noticed him acting different and whatnot. I'm like, look, because I found out he was married 3 times. And then because he was saying, hey, are you single? I'm like, yes, I'm single. I'm happily single. He was saying, why? And that's what I'm saying. We were having these conversations as he was telling about his separations and his divorces and his now current separation. And I guess he thought he was going to get some, whatever. But, after this, he just kind of have been speaking. I'm like, look, because I told him that I want marriage. I said, I want marriage. I want to actually.
Throughout that whole episode, you manipulated that dude.
I really did.
And you manipulated us.
I did not manipulate him.
You manipulated us too by having us listen to that.
I never got this. I didn't get his number under the pretenses that he liked what I look like. I really got his number because we were talking for a long time in a parking lot about his life. I'm like, look, dude, I talk to people as a living,
but not as professional.
Women that's what I'm saying.
They act so oblivious when a dude holler at them and converse with them,
right?
And ignoring the fact that they trying to smash. They don't.
Ain't my fault. He did smash.
But ma'am, you knew that's what that nigga wanted when he kept volunteering his car.
Absolutely.
And initially you said, I ain't gonna take the car because I don't want him to think I like him. But then when you really needed something,
I was just in a desperate situation.
So you manipulated the situation.
When he
even though
became
you had no intentions of liking that nigga.
Look, I can't help because the dude like me. I told him at this point in time, I'm not. At this point in time,
you took advantage of the fact that nigga liked you.
Look, I really did. If he did not like me, if he had a Pinto, I just needed some help. And
if he didn't like you, he wouldn't have offered help, though, man. You know this as a grown woman. That's why we say this is why we say y'all are mapping manipulators.
That's the reason why once he got the car back.
My other question too: why you didn't ask any of your other friends, like your parents, your mother, father, anybody else?
Did.
Why you didn't ask the nigga that came over to spend the night? They was in the friend zone. They didn't want to fuck.
I literally called everybody in my phone. Nobody was available.
Well, that means this nigga better than everybody else. And you turned him away.
Should have kept him around.
But
the only nigga that was dirty, you ran off.
Progressions for
real.
No,
but my thing is, apparently the guy. Look out! Now I'm into it. Look.
Hold on, we got somebody new on the panel. Let's let him chime in on this. Young 901 Big Baby. Because I know you be out on a regular, and you how do you think that women are master manipulators?
In ways they can be. It just depends on if they have a agenda or not.
And my daughter is a mass manipulator, and she's 3, and she ain't got no agenda, but other than to get her way.
Yep, mine's too.
Well,
it's okay, bro. You're in the safe space.
Okay, so how about this? When you out on the blade, you out there with your products. If you got shout your brand out there, when you out there, are there more men trying to manipulate you into something free or women? Niggas
I think everybody's trying to get something for free. I mean, everybody wants something for free now. You know, that's gender neutral, but women by nature are more manipulative than men.
Do you think women mature faster than men? Because that was said tonight too, and I call bullshit on it.
All of it depends, bro. There's no set answer on it. It's like it's almost like the two parent household thing. It depends on the person.
Okay, I
Nothing,
see.
yeah, nothing is like traditional anymore. We living in a whole new era, a whole new time. Everything is different. Like especially here in Memphis, bro, it ain't pretty much no prey. It's all predators. ain't no,
Everybody out
ain't
trying to get something.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a gender thing. It's just like shit. We live in a day and an age where it's always a motive. You know what I'm saying? People got their own motives,
Well, so I
their
cannot
own
have you
agenda.
change my narrative. The narrative is women are master manipulators. They be using that pussy to get what they want from us. That's the
Yeah,
narrative
Yeah,
I'm
see,
going
but
with.
see,
yeah. You
the
also
thing about
said this. You also said this too, bro. That it's in a woman's nature to be a master manipulator. Now, once again, I stated in the beginning that it is nothing wrong with that because that's in a woman's nature to do that. But Miss Jackson, she's up here capping right now, thinking that she's the exception to the rule, as though she don't do it when she clearly been doing it over and over again. But there's nothing
First of
wrong
all,
with it.
urban therapist. I'm not capping
It is
on
nothing
nothing.
wrong with it.
I'm not. Look, I'm not capping on nothing. I simply put out that it is not my fault if a guy wants to be there. Now,
hey,
look
not
just
to cut her
because
off.
I
See, I came
agree.
in on that tail end of that. Check this out. See, that's why I can't disagree with her because man, most of these dudes they set themselves up for this shit just by being thirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
can
true.
agree to that.
That's
Because
true.
see, I
Yeah.
did not get the guy's number when he was
We
trying to
call
come
those
at
we call
me.
those
I got his
self-deception.
number
What
when we
was
were
it?
talking in the parking lot for like close to an hour. I'm like,
What's
look,
the difference though? If it was a day later or a month later, you got
no,
the
I
nigga
just look.
number and
I
you
let the
initially
dude
wasn't
know,
interested.
hey, I'm a life coach. I talk to people. I just got his number professionally. It was nothing personal
Girl,
with this
stop.
man. Look, I
That's what
really
you said.
So
did.
either way, it was for your benefit.
Look, it was just because dude seemed like he had a lot on his chest to talk about. I'm
It
like,
went
look,
from professional to driving around in a Lexus, right?
look, I mean, whether it was a Pinto, it does not matter if it was a Lexus. I'm not materialistic like that. I didn't
You're
care
the
about
one
what
that
kind of
brought
car.
the fact
Well,
we did not know what
I
kind of
brought
car
that
it
up
was.
because someone could actually look at that situation like, oh,
The only Lexus in town, too.
yeah. So I honestly did not care what kind of car he
That's
had.
why she gave her number.
No, that's not the reason why I gave the guy my number.
Hey, even furthermore, why the conversation just could have ended by you talking to him without you getting his number? If that be,
I could have.
be the
That's what I'm
case.
saying. I could have easily. I'm saying because it seemed like he had more to say. I had to cook food. I'm like, look, just call me on the phone.
You baited that nigga. You bait that nigga.
I did
He
not.
felt the bait.
I did not
He
bait
got
him.
played.
If it did, it was unintentional. I promise it was.
It's never
Because it's
None
part of
of
your
all this is
nature.
what
That's why.
What?
That's
well,
no. That's what I'm saying. It's not my fault that the guy happened to like me. I was not going. It's the fact that what he was saying. I'm like, you know what? I've been there. I've been married.
You know what,
So we
though?
were talking.
Let me say this real
It's not your
It had
fault
not-
he liked you, but you could have said no.
Let me say
Like
this real
you
quick.
say no to a
Good,
lot
right?
of shit. You could have kept saying no.
Well, look, I just had to go to court that day. Look, my thing is, I gave the guy's car back. You know, I had a conversation. I let him know, hey, I appreciate you, this, and that. But, you know, I mean, of course, that situation appears a certain way, but I did not get the guy's number in pretense like, oh, I want to be with this man. I already told him, hey, I'm happily single. I'm in a place where, hey, this is where I am. And he was like, hey, I want a long-time girlfriend. I'm like, look, I want a husband. I don't want to be no long-time girlfriend. We had
Why are
already
you so
established.
attached with titles?
Look, well, hell, let it be a title.
Because she wants
There's stages to it.
Let it be a title because my thing is,
You have to
if
be
someone,
long-term girlfriends
Yeah,
to even get to
before you
marriage.
get there.
no,
There's
my
stages.
thing is, I look. At least he was honest, and I was honest. So if a relationship would have came out of that, I would have at least known what his outcome would have been. That's why you ask questions.
But you stopped it when he said he wanted a long-term girlfriend.
I don't want to be no long-term
That man,
girlfriend.
that is a form of commitment there. I want a
form.
long.
No.
and-
Dude was afraid of commitment because his other marriages
No,
didn't
no,
work.
no.
If he
He
wanted
not
a
afraid
long
of
time girlfriend, how's that afraid of a commitment? He just would have told you I
No.
want
He
to fuck.
clearly said the dude clearly said out his mouth, "Hey, I'm never going to get married again. I want a long-term girlfriend because of my other marriage is not working." I'm like, okay, that's all I need to hear.
Well, was it before you borrowed his car or after?
No, it was before. It was before. Y'all
Yep.
funny. It was before. That's what I'm saying. We actually had we had multiple conversations. So yes, it was before. That was established before.
And you still took
And you
advantage
still
of
use the car.
manipulating. Wow.
Yeah.
I just look. I don't care if the dude had a Nissan. It was just
So
like
you manipulated the man.
no. He put himself in that situation.
But you knew you didn't like the nigga and you took what he had because you said you needed to get somewhere. That is limited manipulation. You used the man.
A friend. He wanted to help me out. Okay.
It's amazing how you just will not just admit it. It's not a bad thing.
No. That's what I'm saying. I don't
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's not manipulation.
You just
I'm trying to get with you. No, this guy clearly he's used to certain women coming after him. I'm not that type of woman, apparently.
You made him come after you.
Come after him.
So I'm just saying.
Let me ask you another question. Let me ask you a question.
He said women come after him because he has a Lexus.
What were you wearing that day?
Well, I was wearing my regular clothes. What was I supposed to be wearing?
Listen. It matters because it's what you wear and having that conversation with this dude sets the tone to your setting. And I'm trying to figure out what kind of setting you had when you was politicking with dude. So
I had a black shirt on with some black pants. That's what I had on.
Pants.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I have on. Just like I have on now. Oh, thank you. There was nothing. That's what I'm saying. I dress for my body, but I don't dress a certain way to where you will actually see everything. So that's why I had on. I had nothing special, nothing tight on. I had a regular outfit on.
From what Trey was saying earlier, he insinuated that you are very curvaceous. So
she got a fat ass. Yes, she does.
Pants, your curves are still showing.
Don't believe
so therefore, you was baiting the nigga to come through.
No, it's just like if my clothes fit a certain way, I fit close to my body. Anybody will ask you. I don't wear certain clothing. So you would have to see me in person and know how I dress to actually say, well, she wore something to bait somebody in. No, I cannot help it. I can have a sheet on me just not form-fitting at all, and the guy would talk to me. So it's not what I had on. It was the fact that that's what he wanted. This had nothing to do with me.
I'm seeing in double.
I'm just telling you.
How are you up here twice now? Oh, there it goes. I said, what the hell?
Right.
How you do that?
That's what I'm saying. I get if I had something on that's showing my shape is going to show regardless. So I mean, what is that? What are you trying to say?
Man, here's the thing, right? Yes.
Have you ever seen me in person, Huggy? Have you ever seen me in person?
That ain't Huggy. That's Rush.
I mean Rush. My bad.
Let's say, here's the thing, right? You're right. You know, it's totally his fault. But you're not being honest with us, you know. You kind of you know what you're doing. You playing that nigga. You capitalizing on his suckiness to get over on this nigga.
I'm capitalizing on talking, helping a man. Okay.
Just keep it real.
Put it this way: why would you accept favors from a guy? Why would you accept favors from a guy you don't like?
I'm saying if it was a man or a female, if you are in a certain situation and someone wants to help you, you will receive the help. Especially if you just have to go to court. That's all I need. Just go to court.
But the question stands. If you don't like this person, why would you accept gifts or help from them?
Look, because I just had to go to court that day.
And you knew that he would do it for
you. So you manipulated.
No, I didn't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you
I didn't even know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even. That's what I'm telling you.
I didn't even ask the man, y'all. Ma'am, I gotta call bullshit on you. Because earlier you said before you got the car, you turned down riding the car 3 times, so you knew the
Yes,
nigga
that's
would
what
be
I'm
able.
saying.
So you can't say you didn't know because he had
Look,
previously offered to let you use his shit, and for some
y'all,
reason you said
y'all,
no. But
I
then
was
when you
just
needed something,
look.
you
I'm
was like,
saying
oh
male
hell
or
yeah.
female, because y'all making this male or female. If you are in a certain situation and someone wants to help you, you will take the help at that moment. That's
Hold on,
all
but
I
you
I
did.
didn't even
don't
know the
like
guy. He
them,
was a
no, I
stranger.
won't. If I
He
don't
was a
like them,
stranger.
no, I won't.
The guy was a neighbor, apparently. That's what I'm
But
saying. You have to
if I'm stuck
understand.
to my guns and I'm saying I don't want to mislead this person, I'm not going
Yeah.
to take shit from them because I already know if I do, I'm going to be misleading them because I don't like
Well,
them.
Look.
At that point, if I do take it from them, I'm under the guise that I'm just using this motherfucker.
But here's the thing: the audacity for her to go ask the stranger that she
I
just
did
met
not ask
to
him.
go.
That's what I'm telling you. I was having a conversation with him. He said, "Hey, how's your day going?" I said, "Hey, I'm getting ready for court." I never even mentioned to this guy. I never asked him for help.
So you
I
said
said,
I'm
"Hey,
getting ready for court, and he just said you need to use my car, baby.
no." I said, "I'm getting ready for court. I
No,
need to
no,
make
no. She told this sob story. He's like, oh,
no,
for real? You know
no.
what?
I did not.
Yeah,
I
Y'all,
can help you out with that.
no. That's what I'm telling you. It was
she tried
just
to get
that
everybody else, and no one was available.
I
Listen,
feel like
when
I'm
I
being
say
attacked
you're
right now.
wrong for doing what you're doing,
Don't feel
No,
like you're
I'm being
being
attacked
attacked.
right now because y'all up here trying to make me sound like the bad guy. I'm trying
No,
to
man,
explain to y'all what
man,
happened.
all of us have told you admitting that you took advantage of the
No, look,
situation
I did
doesn't make
not
you a
take
bad
advantage
person.
of the man. That's what I'm telling
She
You
was
you.
did.
By
being
You
me,
took it.
resourceful.
Yes, you
look,
did.
She was
You
yeah,
being
literally
resourceful.
did.
I'm a very honest person. If I took advantage of this man in any way, I would have gladly admitted it. But I'm a
Ma'am,
very
everybody sees it that way except for
Okay.
you.
No, I'm saying I'm a very genuine person. We were having a conversation. He said, "Hey, what's going on?" I let him know. "Hey, I'm getting ready to go." I said, "I'm getting ready to go to court. I am going to make some phone calls because I have to get some things arranged for my children. I have to get things arranged." I did not. That was it.
It is 23 people in this stream with including
I
us
got
on
you.
the live.
But look,
And
I'm just saying. Look,
all 23 people, male and female, will agree that you took
look.
advantage of the
Well,
situation
well, that's
except
what I'm
for
saying.
you.
That's
That's
what I'm
called
saying.
denial. That is
Look,
called
I'm
denial
not
at that point.
denying anything. I'm just really being honest. Like I did not take advantage of this
You
man.
can still be
And
that's
even that's what I'm saying.
denial.
And if it was unintentional because that
Well,
was not my.
that
That's
leads
what I'm
to
saying.
Urban's point. If it was
It
unintentional,
it
then
had
that
to be
means it's by
unintentional. If it was
nature.
that, it was very unintentional
Then it's by
because
nature.
I did
But it's
not
second
even.
nature for
That's
women
what I'm
to do
saying. It
that.
has nothing to do with women. It was just a person thing. There was a man in a situation with a woman. It would be something the same thing.
But you
I
wasn't
never
wanting this. You wasn't wanting this nigga. You wasn't interested in this
look.
nigga
I'm
until
telling
you
you.
had to go to court.
No, I didn't want him then. I let
So
him
why
know
did
that
you?
there
So
was no
you
wanting of
used him.
anything.
So you used him,
Look,
ma'am. You knew he
no,
wanted
the
you.
man. I'm saying
You
if
knew he
you are a
wanted you.
man and anybody offers you any help and you need help, you will receive it if it's in a certain point of
I
time.
just
But why
answered
do you
this.
think he offered you the help?
Look, it
But I
doesn't
just
matter why
answered
he offered
that.
me to help. He offered me the help. That's
it
all that
does.
matters at
But
the moment.
why do you think he offered you the help? Why do you think he insisted?
She knows he wanted to fuck.
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
yeah.
no, no, no. I'm gonna give you her answer. I have a great personality. We had a great conversation, so therefore,
Yeah, I'm not being
inspired
naive.
to
Yeah,
let me
I'm not.
brag like this.
No,
But
but
you, hey,
put it this way: what he wanted.
I knew y'all some
No,
judgmental
no, but
people.
listen.
Y'all don't
What
sit there
he
and
Man,
say
we're
all
not
type
but
of
listen.
stuff.
judging you
Hold
at
on,
No,
hold on.
y'all
all.
are because now y'all attacking me or
But
something.
Lachey,
And
listen to
y'all no
this.
no
Everybody
no 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 no.
isn't.
Y'all not listening.
What he
Y'all not
wanted
listening.
and what
Listen,
And
you
listen.
there
wanted
goes
were
why
two
I say
different
women
things.
don't mature faster than people because you're emotional as fuck right now. And all of us have said it doesn't make you a bad person for manipulating. Hell, I just said my 3-year-old daughter is a manipulator. She's
That's what
3.
I'm
She's a
telling
one.
you. That's what I'm
My
telling
mom,
you.
ma'am, my mom is a master
Look,
manipulator.
I'm just telling you. Look, the type of woman that I am. If you
So
ask to
you
hang
better
up,
than my daughter. So you better
I'm
than my
not.
daughter and my
Look, I'm
mom.
not
Because I'm
saying I'm
calling it.
better than
So, well,
anyone.
stop saying you're being attacked because we talk
No,
about
no, no,
women
no.
in
I'm
general.
saying I get we're talking about women in general. I get we're on a panel. All I'm saying is you were trying to make it seem like something is not. if it was something like that, it was totally unintentional. And even
Let's
after,
okay, okay. Let's
listen,
say
Money
if it was
Boy.
unintentional, if it's unintentional,
Yes.
that still doesn't change the
Still
fact that
Okay, I'm not trying
manipulation.
to change the
So
dynamic
it
of
was
it.
still manipulation, whether it was
I gotta
unintentional
ask
or not.
I gotta ask another question.
No,
So what?
I'm
So
not
what
done with.
was
Hold on, give me a
it?
second, Rush. Give me a second. What I'm saying is, it had to be unintentional because I am a very genuine person. It so happened that we were actually talking for close to a week before that even went down. So the guy called himself my friend. Now that is not my fault. That's unintentional. That's something that I'm like, hey, I tried to do this to this guy. That's like, I am really a genuine person. I try not to put myself in circumstances or making people thinking differently of me. I cannot help that the man liked me. I have a lot of guys like me.
Did you consider him your friend?
Yes, I did.
You
And I
couldn't
still
help that
do.
he liked you, but you
Look,
also knew
even
why
right
he
now,
liked you, and you took
I can
advantage
call
of
this
him.
dude and talk to him. So yes, I consider this man as a friend. I can go around to his house and say hello.
No,
Man,
not
you
now. At
friend
that
zoned
time,
him.
after that 1 week.
You friend
Yes.
zoned him, man. He's not
Okay.
your friend.
And then I
Look,
also thought you said dude just started acting funny when you was like,
that's what I'm saying.
I
Even
ain't good
afterwards,
on
I'm
marriage.
saying I still look. I can call this guy right now and have a conversation with him. I
Of
can go
course,
around.
he was
That's what I'm
mad.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
He's cool. Like we just cool like that. I mean, he's a cool
you
dude.
guys are not cool, okay?
Well,
He wants to smash, okay? He doesn't
Look,
want to be a friend. He wants
look.
he wants to stick his sausage in your peacefully.
Well, but look,
That's
I
what he
already
wants
told
to
me it ain't
do.
gonna happen. So my thing is, all that was just
so
it
is
got
he?
him
So
nothing.
he's not your friend.
All right then. I
He's a
mean,
guy in waiting.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
That
let him
she
keep
can
on waiting.
that she can use at her whim. Because if she needs
Yep.
help again, you know
Yep.
who she calling?
And all women
Him.
do
Yep.
this.
I know a guy that has a truck.
Oh, I need to move my stuff. Yo, let me call a Tom real quick. Hey,
Yep.
Tom.
I know he'll
We had a
do it.
wonderful conversation 3 months ago. You just popped up in my mind. Hey, by the way, can you move my stuff out of my house because I'm moving to another house, a
Yep.
bigger and better house that my
The
boyfriend is
audacity.
Hell, I didn't say Joy manipulate me. It's not a bad damn thing. It's just a power and a gift that y'all have. Most of the time, y'all use it for evil.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh man, here we go.
What y'all mean? Here we go. I said I don't
Jo-
do that. I just
How,
Jo-
how, how,
I'm
did, how did I end up in Vegas, Joy Chit Chat?
Joy, you had manipulated this whole panel by almost 20 minutes ago, telling us that we was attacking her when we wasn't. Told us to tone it down, fellas.
yeah. And how you say how he ended up in Vegas?
Yeah, how did I get in Vegas? Was it your stimulating conversation, or did you manipulate me in other ways?
She manipulated you.
Oh my God.
Are you quiet
Hey,
now?
Joy.
You ain't
Hey,
give me no mama's cooking.
Hey, Joy.
She can't hear now. But yes, it's not a again, it's not a bad thing. It's only a bad thing because again, it's some women out there that's their sole purpose is just to wake up and see how many niggas they can gank. Like it's bitches that are actually be like, send me $20 to come see you, and they hit 10 niggas up to do that.
Yep. Easy on it.
That's easy money. That's just what they do. It's not that it's with everything. That's just a gift they get, and most of the time they use it for evil. But it's
I want to
something
say,
they all possess.
MoneyBoy Trey is they're meant to survive because they're not physically as strong as a male. They have to do fucked up shit in order to survive. So that's one of those things I understand that comes with female nature. You know what I mean? So if a chick's gonna capitalize on a sucker, he thinks that he's gonna get something, but really he's not. That's just a part of the game. You know what I mean?
Yep. And that's why I agree with 901 Baby when he was like, we're not living in traditional times. And that's why I hear a lot of women be like, dang, niggas don't even go out on dates no more because shit, we tired of getting manipulated and used by bitches
Yeah,
that
we
don't
start
like us just
discriminating
because they
here, man.
hungry.
You know what I'm
And it's
saying?
really hard to
take
know
them out
who's
on a date.
genuine or not.
They take pictures of the plate. They post it up
Yep.
on the grams. Don't
And
even post you on the
ain't,
gram.
yeah,
And
you
it's
ain't
a
nowhere
fact.
near it.
You not smashing. You know, and it get dropped off to a nigga like me, so I can pipe him down. I'm like, yo, where that doggy bag at, man?
Damn, what you bring us, baby? What the nigga about us?
Oh, we got some
Trash
steak.
you.
Oh, that's a good nigga. Oh yeah, you definitely gotta go on a second date with this nigga.
Shout out to everyone in the building. Well, Urban, you come on, finish preaching.
Now the Lord said,
This
but
has
now on
become
the cool though, like what everybody's saying, it's not a bad thing that women do this. There are women out there that do manipulate for the wrong reasons. That's evident. But I was listening to Lachey whole rebuttal, and she making it appear as though as that where we're attacking, but once again where we're not. Are we doing this stating the obvious
facts.
truth about it? It
Yeah.
is what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
I mean, overall, it's
you
nothing
just
wrong with it at all.
capitalizing
Period.
on a sucker. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it just is what it is. And that's the whole point that I did when I made my live about this, talking about it. That's giving the whole point of it that women are master manipulators. Everybody do it. My daughters do it too. I'm married. My wife does it. I mean, that ain't bad. Ain't horrible, but she does.
Man, not to cut you off, I teach my daughters to manipulate because either you gonna manipulate or you gonna get manipulated.
We ain't got to teach the women though, because it comes naturally to them.
Yeah, it comes natural. They just do it, bro.
Like, girl, your son falls down, your 3-year-old son fall down versus your 3-year-old daughter. Who you gonna have more sympathy for? The girl every time.
Yep.
See, that's the thing though. We was taught that women are a certain way, so that's why it's almost kind of shocking now that we grown and we know the reality of it. We was taught that they was delicate, but they really savages too.
Man. And you hit the nail on the head, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, dude was speaking before me. Said I was gonna say it earlier. That's why I was telling the girl she was being resourceful because it's like certain strengths that we got, they inadequate in those areas, so they got other strengths. So it seems immoral to us, but it's just about survival. Like you said, like certain shit they can't do. They gotta use a certain level of manipulation to,
I don't
advance.
see it as immoral. Again, I don't see it as immoral unless that's just a person's sole purpose. That's what they get up and do every day.
Yeah, with
For us,
malicious intent. Yeah.
yeah, that's why I said evil. I didn't mean it like that, but that's what I meant, malicious intent. And that's why I said it's hard for men to date them because all of us as men has ran through a woman or two or ran into a woman or two that was exactly like that. Motherfuckers act like they ain't want us, but then when they needed something, it was the first person they called because they knew our dumbass would do it, even though they've let us know we don't really like you. So that's why I was saying, like, I can't believe I don't feel the unintentional part because you knew you ain't like this man, but when you needed, when you were in a jam.
You know what I'm saying? MoneyBoy, they bake on that to get that, to extract whatever resources that man have. Whether if it's getting the non-sexual attention or receiving funds or borrowing a vehicle to go to court, like they do these things to retract resources from the male, and it is what it is, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? You just capitalizing on these sucker ass niggas. You know what I mean? That's all.
Hey, just keep it G though. Niggas do that shit too though. It have been plenty of times you done dealt with a chick you ain't really like that though.
Right, and I said,
But them benefits was A1, so you deal with this shit.
right, that's what I said earlier, and I said at that point, then I'm under. I already know I'm using her. I'm not gonna act like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, though.
Right, right. That's true. This was see, I came in like at the tail end of like what she was explaining, so I couldn't just really like what I'm saying.
Comment on it.
I just pieced it together. I just pieced it together. I heard y'all going in on her and grilling her, but Like I kind of
Nah. We
just put
wasn't
two and two.
going in and grilling her. We were just like,
We
we
were
was
asking
just
that. We were pretty
we
much
just
commenting on what she was saying and asking questions.
yeah,
Ah,
we
okay,
was
okay.
just, you know what I mean, expounding on what she was talking about with the experience of the sucker that she was dealing with. You know what I mean?
Ah, yes,
That's all.
yeah, that's my point. I missed it. I missed it all. So that's the way it sounded to me. So yeah, I just missed it. I missed the beginning part of it.
He definitely was a sucker.
She
We
must be thick
explained.
because she said, "Have you seen
Yeah,
me?"
she got a fat ass.
No. I wouldn't call the guy a complete sucker. He has some
No, he was a
tendencies.
sucker. He
But
was a sucker
check,
because
check, check, check. Peep game, peep
He
game,
led he
peep
led with
game.
it.
Rush. He was a sucker because he couldn't even get her number the first day.
Yo,
He was a sucker.
listen. But you saw how she threw the marriage in, right? He was like, yo, nah, I can't do the marriage thing. So he kind of knew what he was kind of doing. You know what I mean? He was trying to
Yeah.
negotiate something. You know what I mean?
And you know why he's a
See,
sucker? He's still
yeah,
around. He's still around. He's still the friend after all that.
yeah, he the friend zone. He the friend zone, dude.
So yeah, I would say he's
You
a
know,
sucker.
He ain't never getting out the friend zone, man. That's like the fandom
they
zone. You
keep,
know
they
what I mean?
keep, they keep a few of them now. They keep a few of them in the cut.
Yeah.
Them the doormat dudes. Doormat dudes.
And he will stay in the friend zone because he believed he still got a chance to smash.
Chance. Yep. Waiting for next
That's
court date.
what we were explaining to her. Like everything he been
They
doing
call
is
those
under
guys
the hope he smashed.
beta orbiters.
Yeah, so y'all can't knock her though. It's really more him
No,
then.
we weren't. She just was
We
saying
weren't.
that she was just saying she was manipulating. It was like, well, man, we ain't saying that you wrong for,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
can't say you didn't know what the
Okay.
fuck was going on.
She knew
Right.
exactly what she was doing.
And she knows she got that plump rump back there.
That's why I asked her what she was wearing. Oh, nothing fancy, just some pants. Showing off them curves. You know what I mean? It's all good though.
Hey, y'all made the comment saying that men could be manipulators too, which that is true to a certain extent. The only reason why I kind of be like, is because all of us as men, we've been taught that we go out and get it on our own. Period. We'll do everything possible to get our own. Then at the very last resort, then we resort to some type of manipulation tactic to get what we need. But it's all because of survival at that point. But to have the natural divine nature of manipulation like women do, then I don't believe that man have that like a woman does.
Of course not. A dude can never. I mean, a dude cannot manipulate a situation on the same level as a female. I mean, it's just not happening.
It depends though. I ain't gonna all the way agree with that though.
I mean, you have those
When you
icebergs
don't,
in the
when you
mind.
don't, hey, look,
Rush.
when you don't leave,
Men run the pimple
with
fist.
your wallet and you ain't leave.
Yeah, I was just about get ready to say that too. The only resources that a man have to properly manipulate the woman is his resource, his money,
Yeah, but
Or
or
his
some type of
mouthpiece is Visa
materialistic value.
pimp.
but that's just a transactional type of affection, and that's kind of whack.
That's how you
Man.
get played too when you lead with your
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
See, if
that
you
guy
just
got
sit
played
back,
for leading with his Lexus.
yes, sir. See, when you sit back though, and you just, let it come to you, you got the upper hand.
Yep.
So you ain't really, you ain't vulnerable to being manipulated like that. Cause you letting her know, look, man, that ain't, what else you got besides that ass?
This is true.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely put himself in a subservient position. You know what I mean? Definitely. And like you said, man, you should um build yourself up to a certain level where you attract these females to you, where you make the decision. Because if you're cold approach and trying to make something happen, you just kind of like in the lower spectrum of of any type of authority. You know what I mean? Like, but if you're a dude that's experienced and and you were savvy, yeah, you could approach. It might be a little resistant, but as time goes on, you finally manipulate this female where she lets you win. You smash. She develops a decent emotional attachment towards you, and then the traction and that momentum where she'll be hitting you up. You know what I mean? But that takes time and effort to do something like that. You know what I mean?
Another thing that she said, how when they spoke, they were speaking about their past relationships. Never speak to a woman about your past relationships, because all you're doing is letting them know your vulnerabilities and your weaknesses. Right? So stay away from that. Because I'm pretty sure she heard all that stuff and she knew exactly how she could manipulate him.
Yeah. Yeah, yo, man, man. Yo, if you do hearing this shit, man, try to stay sucker free, man. Don't fall for these niggas. You know what I mean? Because you will get played, straight up. Shorty took his car, drove it around, went to the court, you know what I mean? Did her own thing, and when she returned the vehicle, what did the dude get? Nothing but blue balls.
Empty gas tank.
I'm sure she said thank you as well.
Hey, Lachey, let me ask you a question. This kind of segued into the next point that I was making on my live earlier. If that dude would have just straight up and told you no, and he was firm about the no, then how would you have felt about that?
I would have been okay with that. And by the way, he had more than half a tank, like I told you. I just went to
Oh, it was a joke, woman. It was a joke.
It was a joke.
But if he would have said no, I would have just been just fine. He was just literally a last resort because he agreed. So that's the only reason why I did it.
Hey, don't get it twisted, Shay. We're putting the emphasis on him being a simp ass nigga, but
Yeah,
we're just trying to point out that you manipulated him.
Yeah.
You did what comes naturally to y'all.
Yeah. And the reason why I feel some type of way is because since I've been 11 years old, I've had grown men coming at me the wrong way. I've been molested. I've had quite a bad history with men, and I've done a lot to heal myself, and I've done a lot to actually come up and just really have these healthy relationships with the men that are in my life. So I am not one to sit there, whether intentionally or unintentionally, try to use someone. And the only reason why I actually would even have a conversation with a man is because it seemed like he was comfortable talking to me about what was going on, because when he mentioned he was separated, I let him know what I do. And hey, maybe that was his way trying to do that. But I can say I do get more than a few men try to come at me the wrong way. And I do check them right away. So it's just one of those things where, I mean, it is what it is. And whether or not he said no or yes, I would have still made ends meet regardless. I just thought that I had made a friend. That's all. And I still do believe.
You said you would make his meet?
No, I did not say that. I think that I have met a friend, but I may have not met a friend. We haven't really talked. But like I said, he's my neighbor. I can go knock on his door. He lives right next door to my old apartment. So I don't have an issue with anything been said. And I do agree with urban therapists that women are divinely created, that we can get things from a man. But I've been taught in my family not to go after man's pockets, not to go after what I can get from him, but after his heart. But I have been treated vice versa my entire life with the men with the men I went to school with the men that haven't want to date me, with exes. I have actually gotten where men want to use me. instead of me want to use them. And then when I'm genuine, trying to come to them like a real woman, whether even when I was toxic, I try to come to a man and be there to be a friend for him or whatever I need to be for him. It can be a neighbor, it can be a spiritual brother. Just listening to him, seeing, hey, how's your day? That's what type of woman I am. And
We're,
so
we're all
it
toxic
makes me
until we
feel
die.
some type of way when guys will put women in this, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I think it's a better word for it, if anything, because every woman is not the same, just like every man is not the same. I don't
Well,
go, I don't, let me talk. I don't go after anyone with the intention of using them in any way. But people will have their own opinions about me, and people want to say whatever they have to say. But if anything, any man that's been in my space, because I am simply a woman, women need men and men need women. For
no, men
example,
do not need women, but women need men. But proceed.
I was still talking. For example, I needed help with my couch. I've never in my life used a drill. Now, am I going to go to a woman or man for a drill? Naturally, it's a man. Okay, I actually had a friend of mine to help me with a drill. He
Was it a
actually
male
came,
friend?
huh?
Was it a male friend or a female
Yeah, it was a
friend?
male friend because ain't no female friend I know that has a drill. So he actually helped
Oh
me
man,
fix my couch.
she got all these suckers lined up.
That's what I'm
Proceed.
saying. So I'm saying, look, I actually have men in my life that I have actually been there for them
Yo, this
most
is
of
the
the time.
modern woman, though.
And I've
Yup.
actually been there for them. And so and the type of person I am, I give more than receive. So whenever if I ask for help, that means I really need help. I just don't ask people for help. Oh, I need help because I'm a damsel in distress. It's because I actually need help, and this is something I have no idea what I'm doing. But he actually came through and helped me my couch due to the fact that I told him, "Hey, I'm starting to share his couch conversations, so I really need help with this couch because hey, a panel is coming up. I really need help with this couch." And I would have never reached out to him unless it was an absolute emergency. Now I actually do on a regular or as often whenever he's not working or not busy, I actually do check up on my male friends just to see how they doing. Hey, if they want to go out, I would actually, if you want me to pay half, I would pay half. I pay the whole thing. I actually paid for dinner for men. So I'm this type of woman that if I have to be in their headspace, then I have to be in their headspace. I check up on them. I care about your mental. I care about how you are. And like I've mentioned before, in relationships, I actually care a lot. And I would actually go over and above. Like I said, one guy I was talking to, he was having an issue with sleeping. So he was like, "Hey, I need some lavender oil." It's something very small to somebody else. I'm like, you know what? I got you. And so next time I saw him, I say, "Here you go." Because he said, "Oh, I was just joking." I'm like, "No, you say you need some lavender oil, so I'm gonna get this for you because I care for you."
Hey, hey,
A person just
hey,
walked in the chat. I just want to point out, eat with Philly feeling more. She manipulated me because she had me under the impression she was gonna wear stilettos this weekend, and then she faked the injury like the day before we get there, so she wouldn't have to. So that's another form of manipulation that women do.
Philly
hey,
Phil, I don't have nothing to do with that man. What he just said.
hey, let me ask you another
I
question too.
go.
Hey, let me ask you this question too. You mentioned about the whole scenario about the drill and getting the furniture wherever it is, right? So, what was wrong with you learning how to work a drill just the same way you learn how to change a tire?
Well, I mean, I didn't have access to a drill. I didn't have one accessible. Please, trust me. Like after this experience, trust me, I'm the type of person. I'm like, I'm about to go buy me a drill.
Home Depot, but Home Depot, you can rent them from there.
Now I understand, but look, I
No,
have little.
I'm letting you know now. Home Depot, you can go rent them.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah,
the type of
all
woman
those.
where if anything needs to get done, ask any of my friends or family. I am going to get it done. I'm not going to ask anybody for help. But I realize that's a very toxic way of looking at things. That's very unhealthy.
That word
It's
is
people,
overused.
it's people,
Everything is
well,
not
toxic,
toxic.
unhealthy, whatever words you want to use, money boy.
It's
But
not
my
either
thing
one.
is, my thing is, whatever words you want to use, go ahead and say it, so I can go ahead and say it. But my thing is, I am the type of woman where I'd rather get things done myself because in the past I have had people to really let me down. So I'm like, I'm gonna do it myself. But due to the fact that I am growing and I'm growing more into my feminine, like more into my feminine self, I'm like, you know what? As a woman needs to know how to receive. So I'm like, I have healthy males around me that actually want to help. So what's the issue with me reaching out, whether I'm in need or not, or just on a daily basis? Because I actually do check them on these people. We go out every now and then. So it's not just on I just need you basis. But I'm like, since these people know me, we have a relationship, a friendship, whatever it is. If I need some help, why can't I just go ask for help? But after receiving that help, I'm like, you know what? I need to go ahead and learn how to use a drill.
I,
And
I,
that's
I
why I
got a
told
question.
myself
I got a question. How often are you supposed to change your oil in your car?
as much as needed. What kind of question is that?
Oh, I got the answer. It's every months and every 3,000 miles.
Yes, Joy.
Okay. Okay.
I
You
knew
got
the
Or if
answer,
you
but
got
I just
high
thought maybe it's
mileage,
a
it's
trick
more
answer.
than
I
that.
know how to change. I know how often to change my oil.
I was just asking because you needed a drill to take off a tire. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if
Like,
these male guys are
no,
around,
no, it's my couch. What you talking about?
oh, I thought you were talking about taking a tire off a car, a
No,
drill. I was
like,
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 what
like
the hell you
who,
need a drill for?
who would actually have that? There's no common sense at all, sir. Is it?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was smoking. But I do have another question. I've been sitting in the cut most of the show and stuff, but it's like, if you're a relationship advisor and a life coach,
Yes.
but you don't have your stuff together,
What
how
do
do
you
you
mean?
know you're not putting poison out there?
You said I don't have my stuff together. Like, what will make you think I don't have my stuff together?
By the things that you tell us on the panel?
Explain.
Explain.
Yes,
Uh,
explain. Like, are you talking about me not the couch
as
thing?
far
Like, explain because I've been
as
on this.
far
I've
as
been
far
on
as the
several different
previous
things.
relationships, this ain't the first time I've been on the panel with you now.
Well, I think that
You know what I'm
actually
saying?
makes me more qualified because the fact that I was married, I was a homemaker, and I was a homeschooler, and now I am a homeschooler. And the fact that I've actually learned wisdom and actually healed those toxic sides myself, I think that it's a big benefit to those that are married, those that are going through certain things. And I can honestly tell you personally, just from the podcast, I have people actually message me all the time, especially men, asking me questions about their transition with separating. Now, I usually refer to other people because I'm not a man, and when a man goes through a separation in a divorce, it's different than a woman. But I can give my points of views. But I can honestly say just from a year or so, this I'll say a year actively going forth and actually learning the wisdom of being a life coach and finally being a life coach now and actually having client like a healthy set of clientele, I can honestly say that those people will actually say that I've been very helpful due to the fact of my wisdom. I'm in tune, and I do not try to put my thoughts on them, and I actually listen to what they have to say. And the fact that I was married, that's a plus. And the fact that I am a divorcee, that's a plus for some too, because a lot of them are going through a separation or are separated, but they're trying to see how to through that avenue. A life coach is not a therapist, or I can't subscribe or say someone's a narcissist, but I always refer them to a therapist or someone with education and someone who can actually help them further if it's something deeper than I can't do. I'm just a motivational friend. I'm just a listening ear that have been through some things and have wisdom in that area. So you have to know what a life coach really is before you in a life coach versus what a life coach really is. And concerning relationship, my relationships are very healthy now. So I can honestly say my male relationships, my female relationships, relationship with my dad. Hell, I can even call it my ex-husband right now. And it wasn't like that before. It only until I started healing myself and started really tuning in, asking God, how can I heal those toxic sides of me so that I can be a help for my daughters and be an example for them. That's when it shifted and changed. So you don't have to have this perfect life to help somebody. Sometimes the fact that you messed up so many times, you can actually help somebody else because you can identify it better. It's almost like how can someone, if someone is on drugs or trying to quit smoking, are they going to go to someone who's never smoked a day in their life or someone who is recovering from that? Usually they would go to somebody who actually been through or walk in their same shoes. But as I'm healing, I realize I'm attracting a different audience because it's not just people that's separated or divorced. It's dealing with people that's actually single. And since I've been single, like, hey, how do you deal with being single? How do you date? What about online dating? So I get different questions now, what I mean? And even in between dating, what do you like the talking stage? What does that mean to you? So I get like as I elevate and as I become a better Shay, I realize my clientele changes, but I mean, I'm just looking to help anyone else who wants to be helped that don't like therapists, that don't like counselors. That's all I am, a motivational friend.
All right, so check this out. The reason why I asked this question to you is because I knew that it was gonna create a triggering moment. Now, the reason why you and other women feel that being a master manipulator is this horrible thing is because of the modern day women mentality. And this is due to the feminism movement that we're dealing with right now in this modern day generation. Because on the modern day feminist movement teaches that a woman who's a master manipulator is a horrible thing, that it's a bad thing. So therefore you have to have your own independent. You got to be an independent woman, like you was stated that. Well, I don't want to rely on no man. Period and stuff. I'm just gonna do my own thing, and that's what it's gonna be and stuff. But that's part of the feminist movement. Period. For you to have that mentality. Now, just like I stated earlier, it is nothing wrong with a woman being a master manipulator. Once again, because that is in her divine nature. Everything has balance in it, you know what I'm saying, including a woman who's a master manipulator. In our cases, these men up here that could agree to this is that in most cases when a woman is being a master manipulator, it ain't nothing. It's not doing any harm to us. Actually, it keeps us balanced for us our leadership ability because men are destined to be leaders. Period. It ain't no way around it. So by y'all being master manipulated, that's what keep us balanced. That's what keep us honest. Where we be able to make certain decisions about certain things. Heck, it probably certain things that we don't see right off the bat, but as you being a woman, you'll see it, and you be able to manipulate us to see it differently. Just to protect your quote unquote king. But it's all part of the divine nature. Period.
What the hell happened?
Ain't nobody gonna rebut.
Y'all
I
need a
agree with all
welfare
that.
check? Y'all need a welfare check? Y'all there? Y'all breathing?
Nobody coming up behind her.
Gears, he's basically asking for a welfare check. Are you there? Can you breathe? Gears, we need you back.
But yeah, so that's the reason why I brought that point up, because I knew that you was gonna say all that too. I knew that um, ultimately you was gonna start getting your feelings about certain situations because you are a woman. That's part of what you do. But it ain't nothing wrong with it. But it is what it is.
It might be the name as well too. The manipulation has a negative,
Hmm.
negative connotations. Maybe that's why. I bet you if we use the word women are naturally inspirers, or they're able to inspire men to do certain things, then more women would claim that as yes, that's what we do, that's who we are, right? But
Exactly.
again,
It's yeah, PNP. It's the same concept about submission, which I was gonna bring this up too. Um, the feminist movement made a negative connotation about submission as well, like it's just this horrible thing
yeah,
that a woman's supposed to do when it's not, when that's part of her divine nature as well, is to submit. It's not for the man to submit to the woman, but it's actually for the woman to submit to the man. Period. It is what it is, and that's what's causing confusion in the modern day right now, where you're dealing with women who are programmed to be this super strong, independent woman who quote unquote believe that they're alpha women, but they're really not.
yeah,
Um,
they want to be men. That's the problem.
yeah, exactly. They want the energy or the responsibility or the title as a man, but in reality, it doesn't go with the divine nature of who the way they are.
Yeah,
You know, so everything is out of balance. Everything is chaotic until we all come to agreement of fulfilling our divine role. And another thing I mentioned when I did this show earlier today is that in order for all this to be back into the place where it need to be at, men have to be in a divine role, women have to be in a divine role to understanding who they are. Period. That's when we're coming to a realization of, at the end of the day, we was all designed to need each other. Period.
All right, Urban. I got one for you. Now, manipulation. Can they use their emotions also for manipulation?
Absolutely.
Especially when you try to call things out and they want to fall into emotions instead of taking accountability.
Absolutely, absolutely. Women do that because that's part of the manipulation. They can manipulate you physically, which is with their body. They can manipulate you mentally, which is with their emotions, and they can also manipulate you spiritually too, with whatever spiritual belief that they believe in.
Now, do you think the emotions is the main reason why we can't move forward on a lot of things because they get in their emotions when they should be accepting accountability on a lot of things?
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that sometimes women do allow their emotions to get the better of their logic and reasoning.
And they makes that shit real hard. It's like you trying to discuss some shit and they just all of a sudden just get in their emotions and shit. It's like, hold on. And it swings the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we soften up and shit
Yeah,
because we
yeah,
still get
exactly.
in their emotions instead of really sticking to the point.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't mean to put the shade on the spot here, but it was just like when she was making a rebuttal earlier. She was saying about all the different experiences that she dealt with, and this is what put her into the space where she at right now. Which the story is, it's all cool and it's all understanding, and we sympathize and have empathy for that as well. But at the end of the day, it's still the form of emotional manipulation because the whole end goal is for us to understand where she's coming from and to agree with her particular point that she believed that what she was doing wasn't manipulation, but in reality it really was, which I keep saying over and over again. It ain't nothing wrong with it. We all agree to it. There's nothing wrong with it, but it just is what it is.
One thing I learned over time is when you do hear about so many exes, it's always wise to ask them, what did you do wrong? Because sometimes that is a form of manipulation as far as them just going through their exes, and then all of a sudden you created this soft spot for them, and you don't want to be that. And then later on down the line, you find out that this motherfucker was actually the crazy one. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like, no, I see why they fucking love motherfuckers. Shit.
Yep.
Give me my
And
PlayStation. I'm out.
Yeah, and this the point I keep reemphasizing that we as men have to be in our divine place too as leaders to be effective leaders, because part of our leadership is that we have the ability to either make our yes be yes and our no's be no's, period, and stuff. If we say that this was going to be there, that's what it's going to be, period. And you can't go back and renege on your word, because the moment that you do that, especially with a woman, when you go back and renege on your word, 9 times out of 10 that woman's going to slowly but steadily start losing respect for you. Hence the whole putting a friend in the friend zone and all stuff, because it's a low level of respect. Ultimately, you may respect them as a friend, but that's how far you'll take it. You won't take it a step further because that's how you see them as, period. But if you're an actual man and this divine purpose, then it's different. Where you tell a woman, no, this ain't what it's going to be, and I mean what I say, they have a higher level of respect. Hence the reason why most women like bad guys, because the bad dudes would tell them no.
You hear that, Joy? It is very natural for me to tell you no, ma'am.
Okay. If that's how you feel.
So don't get mad at me next time I tell you no. Just listen.
Okay.
Stick with your no too, bro.
I don't know. It depends on how well she manipulates me and what it is that she wants.
Yep, true.
What if I want to
Steak by the lake? What if you want a who?
What if I want to just ride that dick on the twin bed? You gonna say no too?
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm saying, come on, baby.
Now,
why a twin bed though?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. You supposed to say, you supposed to say no. I want it on a king bed.
Fuck that. I don't care where it's at, sir. Nigga, we don't give a fuck when we have sex at. We can have sex in parks, in cars. Niggas have sex anywhere.
Bro, she manipulating you. She basically telling you that she wants you to have sex with her on the twin bed. That's what it's going to be. And you supposed to say, well, why a twin bed? Why we can't have it on the king bed? Matter of fact, why we just can't be outside in the open? Just be like savage with it.
So you thinking too much. All I heard was sex. I don't care where it's at. I heard riding dick. That was enough for me. Don't matter where it's at.
Oh, man.
Let's get it.
So that was the manipulation right there, right?
Yep.
I'd say so, yeah. You know what you were doing, Troy?
I know, and he fell for it. You see, he didn't give a shit. He was like, anywhere, I don't care.
Haters, I know it has to be really disheartening, haters. Y'all could only muster up 7 dislikes. Hell, I had one of them before the show started. Y'all some lazy motherfuckers. I see why y'all aren't succeeding at shit. Y'all can't even hate right. Back to the show.
It seems like a man would manipulate a woman with security or the things that she needs from him. And it's like a woman can manipulate a man with sex. A woman knows what she has. A woman knows her body. A woman knows how to dress. A woman knows how to say things or how to lower her tone. And I've learned how to do that. But my thing is I don't do that simply because I know I'll be operating from a lower vibration if I did. And so when I vibe high, I find that if I'm in a room with other women that is not vibing as high, I realize it's a sense of jealousy there. But if I'm in a room with someone like Joy or just let's say higher vibing women, I'll realize there's no jealousy there. Because we all vibing high. We're all vibing in our natural essence. So yeah, like people manipulate men manipulate women with security, with money, with materialistic things. And I have actually had men to just offer me things. That's like they've never met me, like they just met me and they just say I went on a date with them or whatever. They just I got this. I actually went out with I actually one of my first dates coming here to Memphis, Tennessee. It was an older man. He was in his 50s. I met him at Kroger's in the fruit aisle. And I remember, I was in a place where I was just done with my ex-husband. I'm like, I'm going to go on my first date. I didn't realize it was first date, but I just like the guy seemed interesting, and we liked the same fruit, so we changed numbers. Anyways, long story short,
Wait, Lachey, was it papaya?
no, it was my favorite fruit is grapefruit.
Oh,
I love grapefruit. It's just bittersweet. I love it with a passion. Yeah, my next fruit I like is watermelon. I love oranges and apples. Now papaya is definitely something that I have yet to taste. So that's my next step.
you
But
got to
yes,
do papaya. Just side note, papaya when it comes to the women's body and everything, papaya.
okay,
The
I'm
hell
I'm,
you
a,
I
sticking your
thought it was
whole damn head
pineapples.
in it.
I'm keep
It's
I'm keep
all the fruit.
I'm
It's
keep
all the
I'm
fruit.
keeping it noted. But the
Papaya gives
guy,
the
I'm gonna tell y'all
natural
something about to do.
juices in the women's area a great cessation.
I heard pineapples is a good one too.
All of them.
Yes, I heard pineapple. So anyways, I went on a date with this guy and we went to dinner, great conversation. And he was like, dude was literally driving me. He's like, I got 3 houses. I have like 3 cars. I'm like, oh, that's great. So tell me more about you. And he was like, I told you about me. I'm like, I don't know much about you just because you have that. And so I've had guys to lead with that as if it's some kind of trophy. But then I'm like, oh, like who are you? And it's like I didn't really just keep up with the guy after that because he was egotistical. I'm like, so that really turns me off when a guy try to comes at me, like when a guy comes at me with his material, like with his what he has to offer. I'm like, offer me something else. I mean, like something that like we
Dick.
can we build long term, like that isn't important to me. It really isn't. If a guy leaves with anything physical, I'm immediately turned off from him, like immediately. I would not want to talk to him. I'm like, I lose his information. Like I'm friend him on Facebook, I block him completely because I don't want that from you. Now if you have more to give me, I'm like, okay, that's something I can work with because I'm like, I want a business partner. Are you business minded? You know, I mean, because I know I'm working on my credit, so I can get more things. I'm like, okay, where's your credit score? I mean, so it's just one of those things that it's like, what do you have to offer me? That's useful for me because at this point in time, I can go and buy a bob if that's what I want.
I find it really weird women can ask me and shit like that about their credit score, but if we ask them their age or weight, we done went too fucking
Now,
far.
I want a man to ask my weight and credit score. Go ahead. I mean, I really don't mind because my thing is I'm not ashamed for those things. I think it's certain women they don't mind. If a guy asks me my age, I'm 32. I'm like, okay. And even I say I was married in my 20s, so technically you can say I'm just still learning about this whole dating game, honestly. But
Well, can
yeah,
I ask you a question real quick? Because I hear what you're saying, and if I was a guy, I would be frustrated with females. You don't want the guys to tell you that they have what they have as far as materialistic things, but then
Credit
what if
score
the
is
thing?
important.
But
what
what if? But
I
what if?
said, but credit score is important, and that's going to lead to material things. Continue, Jordan.
No, I was gonna say because I know I get where you coming from when you first meet somebody. Like, oh yeah, I got a Lamborghini out here in front of Smith's, and if you go around the corner of the Family Dollar, I got my Tesla. I get that, but then when you do get to talking to the person and they do tell you what they have and what they got going on, what's the stipulations after that point? Like, what are you?
Well, I want to see like what can like what type what type of relationship can we have after that? Because I'm like, okay, you got that, okay, so you're entrepreneur. And one thing I say one of the sexiest things that I actually find about a man is if he's an entrepreneur or if he actually has a business, and it's not in a gold diggish way, but
All
it's
right,
more like
let's play a game real fast.
Oh
Say that
shit.
this guy. No, for real, because I've been listening to the Lachey come on here a couple of times. Lachey, what would make you look at a guy like do a double take, and then when you do that double take, what are you looking at when he does that double take, and then when the conversation starts, what do you want to hear when he says whatever he says? Because you got a lot, you got your checklist is
She
long as
gonna be
hell.
single forever with that checklist.
well,
She gonna be
my
happily
thing is
single forever.
one thing
Okay,
I
Lachey,
love a
you
guy's
going into
smile.
Smith. Listen. You going into Smith's with your church girl outfit on because you say you ain't showing your booty. You ain't wearing nothing
I
short.
don't have to be church girl. I mean, I dress like a regular woman. I mean,
Okay,
you have to be around me. It's not church girl. It's just I dress
Well,
like.
what
I'm
she
just playing off
she's
of
saying
I'm
you're
playing off
dressing
of
conservative. You're dressing conservative when
I'm
you
No,
go
playing
I
into
off of
don't
Smith.
wear
what I'm
long
saying.
dresses down to my knees and stuff. It's just
She
All
just
right, y'all
trying to,
distracted me from my conversation.
cause we trying to get her to stop picking
Lachey, you
apart your
walking into
words.
Smith's, you in the fruit area, like you said.
fruit area.
But now fruit section, and you see the dude. Before you even know he gonna say anything about Teslas or materials or cars and
Yeah.
three houses. You see him. What you want that conversation to go like if you see something you like?
Well, first off, I look at his smile,
Okay.
and if he has a nice smile, I'm like, yeah, a nice smile, and that's how I would say that's how some of my conversations have ended that actually end up in great dates. It was
All
usually with a
right. Okay.
smile.
Let's stop. Wait. Before he get to the materialistic shit, y'all in the fruit owl, and he talking to you. Before he say I got a car, he ain't telling you none of that shit. What how you looking at the situation? What's the conversation for you to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna give you my number. We can go out. Cause you
Well,
saying
it's
you don't want to hear about no cars, you don't hear no materialistic ass shit. You want to meet the person for who they are. So what is that looking like for you? What they have
it,
to say to you to make you say, let me give you my number.
it's usually his
Airdrop
mentality.
you my number.
It's his mentality towards women, and if let's say if he is we're having a conversation about his family, the
Y'all in the
way
fruit owl though.
we in
Lachey.
fruit hour, yeah, in a fruit hour, I've had
So
these
y'all not talking about
conversations.
no mamas and daddies right
No,
now.
no, I'm not talking about mom and daddies. I'm talking about his family. I'm talking about how he. I've actually listen. I've actually had in depth conversations like this with men. I don't know why,
In the fruit owl?
but in a fruit hour, yes, in a fruit hour, like they've actually had conversations about,
Ma'am,
you
do
know,
you not think that runs niggas away? Niggas is not trying to tell you their life story
no,
when they're
I
just
don't
trying to get
ask.
your
That's what I'm saying.
number.
I really don't ask. They just come and talk to me about these things, and I'm like, I just be minding my business. I've had guy, I've had a guy to come talk to me about his sister, and you know how he loves his sister, and how he wished that she would. I mean, it's just he's like, hey, how? Like he'll say, hey, or I say, hey, nice fruit, and then next thing he'll see my daughters, like, oh, I have nieces or something, and so it's always something with family. Now I can say when I don't have my daughters, it'll be a similar situation, but it's sort of different when I don't have my daughters because when guys come talk to me in a fruit hour without my daughters, it would be about what do you like doing? What's your favorite hobby? Something like that and of that nature. And I've had guys say they like tennis, they like hockey, things like that. They like basketball. I'm like, oh well, I like anime, and usually that would start a conversation too, because I am a big anime fan, freak. I just love anime to my core. And so we end up in a
Are y'all
whole
at Whole
cosplay
Foods? This can't
Whole
be at
Foods.
Kroger's.
No,
Is
no,
this at
this at
Whole Foods?
Kroger's. That's what I'm saying. This everywhere. Like I have conversations like this everywhere. It's not just a food place. We can be standing in the line to pay a bill. You know what I mean? I've had conversations about anime, about clothing, and honestly, one thing I do,
Okay,
and
but Lachey, hold on. Y'all can have this in-depth conversation about anime and all this, but as soon as they say I got 3 cars, 3 houses, you
no,
like, oh
it's not
hell
that.
no, nigga, I'm gone. Fuck
No,
that,
it's
I'm
not.
gone
No,
too.
it's not just that. I'm saying if a guy, that's what I'm saying. Energy never lies. So if his energy is cool and like it's copacetic, we talking, and he's like, hey, by the way, we end up talking about what we do for a living. It's like, hey, I'm this, and that, and I got this, and that. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, can we network? You know what I mean? Something like that. And I try to network with them. I'm like, so how did you get started on that? Now, if you want to start talking about business and stuff like that, I don't mind. But I've had like really pompous, egotistical guys. Oh, I got this, and that. And that's all they had to say. They had nothing else to say after that. Like no business talk, no networking. How did you get there? And so in my mind, you get what I'm saying? So it's more like as the showboat what he has instead of it's nothing wrong with a guy having those things because you want a guy having things where things will be easier for you and him and y'all have a easier lifestyle. My ex-husband had things, you know what I mean? I've dated one of my ex-boyfriends. He had multiple BMW, Lexuses. He do had cars, but I wasn't materialistic like that. Where I'm like, oh, you got these things. We had substance. We actually talked about spirituality. We talked about meditating, grounding, not grounding. We talked about anime. We talked about watching cartoons on Saturday. We just talked about random crazy stuff that I would talk to my friends about. And that's what attracts me to a guy where I can have a decent conversation. We can talk about business, about family. We can talk about ourselves. And one of the most attractive things is I can honestly say I'm not as of late, but it was a guy where he was talking about, he said, hey, I'm going to therapy. I'm going to therapy to better myself. And that really attracted me because I'm like, oh, so he sees something in himself where he can fix. I don't, so I don't have to try to come in. I never told him what I did. I just told him, hey, I'm a mom. I didn't tell him by my profession. I didn't, oh, I got this, I got a podcast, I got this. No, I don't even tell a guy those things. He finds them out later. I'm like, hey, I create content on YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. You know what I mean? I say something like that. But I would never tell a guy what I really, really do right off the bat. Did that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Yes. That's a good question, though.
Thank you. I try.
I'm going to try those papayas, though.
Yeah, try the papaya.
Hey, we on the toxic masculinity
But
show.
But look, guys, look, Joy, guys come to me all the time and just vent to me, and I don't know why. I'm like, why these dudes
because
come
they
vent to me?
trying to fuck.
It
How
could,
many
it could.
times do I have to say that? They trying to fuck.
I get that. I'm saying it could be because I'm this divine and this and that God created me to be in this field that I'm in. It could be an
Ma'am,
aura about
you
me.
have
So
a pussy just like the other 4 billion women
I'm
walking
not
around the earth,
saying that's
and
not what they want
everybody's
to
trying to
do.
fuck them.
I'm saying I'm
The
just
first
saying
thing we get from women is physical attraction. We don't know no vibes. We don't know if you're meditating. We don't know if you got no podcast. We just know either you fine
well,
as
I
hell,
have
you
been
got some
known to be
big
an
titties,
attractive woman
or
to
a
some
fat
people.
ass.
Look, I've been known to be attractive to some people. So I mean,
That's my point. So the first thing the men see is sexual attraction, nothing else. Before they talk to you,
agreed.
they ain't getting no vibe from you when they first see you on the fruit aisle, other than you got a fat ass and some big titties and you may be fine. That's it.
I agree, and I do pick that up quickly. So I usually just keep it at that. Like if he look, I just keep on walking. But I've actually had guys that's like really vented like about. I'm like, I'm like, I'm just, why these dudes come and talk to me? And so I actually have more male life coach clients, even more male hair clients than females. And it could, and I do know is how I look. I do admit that fully. That's not something that I like because I actually hate the attention I get because that's not something I ask for. You know what I mean? That's something that makes me kind of like,
Why do that
yeah.
make you uncomfortable when that does who you are?
I know it's just
Yes,
like I
that's how
said,
God made you. You shouldn't be
I get them.
uncomfortable with the way God made you.
I'm just saying, if I've been getting attention like that since I was 11, and I've had my dad guy friends touch my butt, and this weird, this inappropriate things, been molested from at a young age, and it's just I've just really dealt with how guys come at me sexually, so it really has impacted how I don't like a guy come to me sexually right away. I'm like, don't do that because it makes me very uncomfortable. And I'm like, it really does. It really
I'm
does.
really sorry to hear that, Lachey.
Yeah, it really does. It really does make me very, very uncomfortable. And like, hey, she's sexy. I'm like, that's fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, let me just keep moving on to something else because it makes me very, very uncomfortable because like I didn't tell my dad those things that happened until I was in my 20s because I can't help it because I developed early. I can't help it because I was like that. My family and friends were saying, hey, she's straight up screwing this, she's straight up having sex. I was not having sex. That's how I was just born. So that's not something I asked for. And I see that stigma because it's a young lady in my church, and this young woman is beautiful. Her body is developing. I think she's like 12, 13, 14. This woman be like a grown woman. You heard me? Big butt, big
Well, first
everything.
of all, she's not a woman. She's a damn
I know, I
child.
know. I say she's built. I didn't say she was a woman. I said she's built
You
like one.
you kept
So
saying this woman. That's why
I
I
mean, my
stopped
bad.
you.
This little girl. And so when I go to service, I'm seeing how the men look at her. It makes me uncomfortable because I remember going to church and my mom putting me on these long dresses. Like you got to wear dresses that fit you like this, and all the dresses fit me just fine, no matter what texture it was, no matter how big and bulky they were, they fit me. And so now, as I've grown up, I don't dress like dresses all the way down my knees. I don't dress I dress like a regular woman. I dress with clothes that fit me, but I don't dress. I just don't dress with things all out. I dress where I'm comfortable, whatever they may feel like. You have to actually hang out with me to see how I dress, to see, I have the visualization of that. But my thing is, I just really believe, I really feel some type of way when men look at me some type of way, especially the young lady at the church. And I've heard men say things about her. I'm like, oh, if she was 20, I definitely, I mean, I definitely do something with her. And it really bothers me on a deep level because I'm like, I've been in those shoes where I have been touched. I have been touched, and I've told the guy not to touch me, and I was very uncomfortable hanging around my dad and his drinking buddies because they touching my butt, they touching my breast. And so, yes, it's very uncomfortable. I'm not
But,
looking for anything. It's
but
just really just how guys come at me.
if you in the house of the Lord, why not call them motherfuckers out?
One have already been called out, and I even told the aunt or something like that. But then I think it was something that went down and they addressed it or something like that. But every woman don't strive to look good or wear outfit for a man. She just wants to look good for herself. She want to wear makeup for herself. It's not to please a man. It's just one of those things where a woman just want to look good just because. And I think that for her to be sexualized all the time, it feels very, very uncomfortable. Even if I'm in a professional setting where if it's a guy, hey, I want this session, or hey, I want my hair done. Then next thing I'm like, hey, send me some pictures of your hair. You send me pictures of your chest. I'm like, I'm not interested. I instantly block you because I'm just in for the coins. I'm not trying to be with you. So it's like some guys they only think with their penises or what's in their pants and not their actual brain. That's what bothers me.
A person
I,
in the chat wanted you to, I guess, define what you meant by divine. She said she didn't get what you meant by divine.
Divine means it's pretty much I am tapped into who I am on a divine level. And just to go into description, when you are a divine being, you are tapped into who your creator made you to be. That means your divine gifts. That means you are like you are connected with your inner child, your higher self. You know who your angels are. You're just very in tune with who you are. That's what I mean by divine. And if you look at an angel is divine. An angel is a divine being, and we are all divine beings having a physical experience. So as I've been on my spiritual awakening, I realized I'm not one of these pseudo woke people because I hate the terminology of that woke terminology. I don't follow that.
I
But
give you about 2 or 3 more years and you will realize that you actually are. Because I've been where you are and you notice I don't speak none of this shit no more.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's just the whole community. I don't agree with everything they say or do. So it's like I've just totally just kind of disconnect. I've totally disconnected from the woke community, if that makes any sense. I was a part of that, but I have ascended past that, I guess, or past that. It's just that I recognize who I am
When
as
I
an
say
individual.
you still use woke community
I
terms.
know, I know, it's the
That's why I said I
terminology.
give you about 2 more years and you'll realize,
I'm not as religious, so I still use religious terms. Is just something that I've picked up along the way. It's just how people want to receive it. But yeah, so that's what I mean by divine. I don't mean like I'm better than anybody. I mean that I'm just tapped into my creator to a place where if I need, let's say if I need a prayer answered, if I need to get an understand, overstand, or wisdom about something, or even about a situation, I know how to pray and tap in and get the answer instead of having to go outside myself for that answer. You know, if that makes any sense. You said,
now, now, I believe that a woman dresses not only so she could look good, but I also believe that she dressed because she do want the attention from men too. So it's actually both ways. Because if that be the case, it would be no purpose for doing that. Period.
yes, because everything men typically do is to get women. We're not going to deny that. The hair, the
Yep,
clothes we wear, the cars we drive, the cologne, all of the shit that
absolutely.
we do is to get women. Women have a problem admitting that they do it. The men don't ever say, "I want to do this for me." No, we want pussy. That's why we're doing it.
what I meant why I said a woman does
We
something
know
for
what
her.
you meant.
Okay.
We know what you meant. We just were
Yeah,
still
like if I'm
throwing
going
that
out
out
on a
there.
date, yeah.
That's why he agrees to a certain he agrees with what you're saying, but he was saying also subconsciously women are putting on that makeup and all of that shit not because they want to look good for themselves, it's because they want attention from whatever they're attracted to, whether it's male or female.
Yeah,
They're
because
doing it for
I'm
that.
saying I actually wear makeup when I go out with my girlfriends, whether I wear it or not, I actually get more attention without the makeup. So I don't wear a lot of makeup because I actually like the way my skin looks. I like my natural hair. I like my hair up in a ponytail. I like this wearing this outfit or wearing that. I found what I like doing. You know what I'm saying?
But you want marriage or a relationship at the end of the day, correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So yeah,
So
most
you're gonna
definitely.
make so you when you go out, you
Yeah,
make sure that you put on the best version of you possible so that someone will be attracted to you so that you can get to your end goal.
agreed.
Master manipulation. I'm out.
Hey, somebody had a question down
Yep.
here.
Which one?
I don't know.
Let's see. If I she can get answers or oh ignore Chris. That was a troll question.
Oh,
He was talking about the God shit. He just being a dick. Everybody up here, y'all got any last words? Cause I'm finna go hop on Philly Field panel. I guess I'm still podding. Any last words, ladies and gentlemen?
Nah, just chilling, just chilling.
Well, yeah, y'all niggas is still up. We're going to Philly Field channel. Let me see what channel she's in. Oh, fuck. I was just there.
I hope I answer Mrs. Daly or Dolly or.
Well, she said she still doesn't understand, but that was another. It's one of those it's one of those woke terms, Miss Daly, and it's.
I try my best to explain to her.
But even again, I'm one of those people that, like I said, I've been there where you are, and it's still hard for me to define shit like this.
Yeah, so it's not a different definition like, oh, this is what this is. I think it's really depending on your path. I mean, where you at. It's just I'm still on my path, so still have a lot more to learn.
Yeah, this is the link for Jordan. I already left me and she over there, but there's the link to where we're gonna be at as soon as this show ends, guys. If y'all would like to go over there and join, she also has an open panel as well.
Word.
No, I haven't left anywhere.
Whatever, nigga. I seen you in her chat just like you saw me in her chat.
Man, you a stalker.
I am. You manipulated me that way. Now I got to see what the hell you doing all the time.
Well, this has have been a very great conversation, very enlightening. But at the end of the day, like I want to emphasize again that it is nothing wrong with a woman being a master manipulator. It is part of our nature of who you are. The sooner you accept who you are, the sooner you could be into your quote unquote divine nature of a woman.
Yes, because that is part of your divine nature. Just like all of us have good and evil in us, and our highest divine nature is knowing the balance between the two.
Exactly. So we good. Shout out to MoneyBoy one doing this.
Shout out to Lachey for being a trooper as always. To what you said, we're gonna talk about that twin bed and that riding dick. I'm intrigued.
I ain't got time to play with you. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Foreign chick in a foreign two-seater. Black car, 50 cal, Desert Eagle. Car work, break bread with my people. Octane stay smoking on the reefer. Head to toe, stay fresher than a preacher. Too high, too throwed, I'm geeking. No smoke, no beef like vegans. Money long, I'm good, I'm eating. Foreign chick in a foreign two-seater. Black car, 50 cal, Desert Eagle. Car work, break bread with my people. Octane stay smoking on the reefer. Head to toe, stay fresher than a preacher. Too high, too throwed, I'm geeking. No smoke, no beef like vegans. Money long, I'm good, I'm eating.
Affiliated, raised with the killers. Waiting for Facebook and Twitter. Bad guy feel like the realer. The land, the odds feel like the wizard. Met a chick, say her name Crystal. Booty big, soft as some tissue. Corporated, started from a dealer. Steel curtain just like the Steelers. I'm in traffic doing what I want. Promoters calling away from Arizona. Couple more come from Oklahoma. Pockets bigger, you can say they grown up. Own pistol, never need a loaner. Own clientele, I've been a corner. Willie Nelson, guess I've been a stoner. These rappers fake, Bart Simpson Homer. Saddle up, but we ain't ride horses. Designer shoe, but still rockin' forces. In the trap, we never had choices. I'm paranoid, I think I'm hearing voices. Seeing what I say, I'm paying portraits. No matter what, you never can afford it. I'm the shit, I think I need a toilet. Out of sandwich bags, I guess I gotta foil it.
Foreign chick in a foreign two-seater. Black car, 50 cal, Desert Eagle. Car work, break bread with my people. Octane stay smoking on the reefer. Head to toe, stay fresher than a preacher. Too high, too throwed, I'm geeking. No smoke, no beef like vegans. Money long, I'm good, I'm eating. Foreign chick in a foreign two-seater. Black car, 50 cal, Desert Eagle. Car work, break bread with my people. Octane stay smoking on the reefer. Head to toe, stay fresher than a preacher. Too high, too throwed, I'm geeking. No smoke, no beef like vegans. Money long, I'm good, I'm eating. Hotline, my phone stay ringing. 4 grand iced out my pink. Too loud, smoking gas, no secret. I fought a loop, late night creeping. Too high, too throwed, I'm geeking. Party all night, ain't no sleep. Money up, I'm good, I'm eating. Red bone from the back, I'm beating. She calling out my name like the weekend. Dripping sauce, steady new trend. Hopping out, feeling coopage. Drop the top, I don't know where the roof is. I stay in exclusive, Pussy Canada resort all inclusive. I don't want that little bitch, she a nuisance. Burn her brain, drop her off, throw them deuces. Golden State, all my niggas some shooters. 50 cat F&M in them Rugers. Told her package, I'm flexing, let's Luger. On the prowl for some milk for some cougars. 12 inches, they calling me ruler. Dick them down when I'm done, call her Uber. Dick them down when I'm done, call her Uber. Dick her down when I'm done, call her Uber.